G'day, Pittsburgh Steelers fans. I had no idea that this stream was already on, that the game was on. I thought the game was starting at 12:30, but it's just started. My mate from YouTube land, George, says both teams went 3 and out on their first possession if you weren't watching. I thought it was starting at 12:30. Holy shit. How's everyone going? What's going on? Let me get this right. Wait a minute. I got me Bradshaw. Me Bradshaw. I got me Roethlisberger. Got me 2 new jerseys there. Well, I've had them all my life. I've had them for the last few years. Bradshaw I found at an op shop. I don't know what you guys call in America. What do you call an op shop? Like a thrift shop, you know, that song, going to the thrift shop. My dad found that Bradshaw jersey, 1975 edition, for $50 at a thrift shop or an op shop. Crazy, good value, man. He gave me a call. One of his mates was down there looking for stuff, and he said, "Hey, there's a Bradshaw jersey down here. Do you know who that is?" I went, "Yeah, that's Terry Bradshaw. He's the 4-time Super Bowl champion." Mitchell and Ness jersey. That one there, the away side, and it's a 1975 edition, which is, well, I looked it up. It's worth about like $300, and I got it for $50. It's crazy. Yeah, Jono, hey Jono, mate. Yeah, it was like $50 or $45 or something like that, and no one else in that shop knows what that is, what the Bradshaw jersey is. I probably wouldn't buy that jersey by choice, I guess, because it's not my era. I didn't grow up watching that. But mate, it's a find. It's a killer find. It's an extra large, XL thrift shop. Yeah, I looked it up on Mitchell and Ness. If you get it signed or you have that like in mint condition, it can be like over $400 for value. But it's at least $300 on their site, on their website. American, it's like American, it's about $150 or what do you call? $150, $155, $160. John's got a Bettis one as well. Sick, man. Do you have a Bettis like away? I'm starting to like every year when I normally buy one jersey a year, because if you buy too many, it gets into my head. It goes crazy. But I'm trying to get different kinds because if you get the Roethlisberger, where is it? It's so hard with the camera. If you get the Roethlisberger, if you get that one, it's home. Home's cool. Home's a good jersey. But I've already got about 6 or 5 ones that are home. You got to change up a bit. I've got my Christian Coonan, so that's block lettering. That's home. But I've got Shazier in a way because of what happened with his injury, and it was terrible. And Bradshaw. So my next one, I think I'm going to get next year when I get some money. I'm going to get the Miller, the high. I'm off today. The Heath Miller 83 and Bumblebee. That's what I'm going to get. I'm gonna get that. You gotta change it up. You got to go back to the old school, like the V they had, the V with the black V and the old school 1933 Pittsburgh Steelers. John says here from Facebook land, but my mate John says he wants a Color Rush Ben jersey. Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be so. It's Color Rush, man's good. While we're on jerseys, give me a second. I'll show you. This is fun. This is shit fun. Hang on a minute. I've got the jersey. You're probably not gonna like that. Where is it? I have to bring it out because I think there's big news. There's big news in there. I think apparently this guy. You see this guy? My 84. I think he's getting released from the Bucks. 84 Brown, what do we do? Do we pick him up? Can I wear it again? Look how fucking good it is. Look how good this 84 Color Rush is. It's unbelievable. And then he went away. Then he went crazy. I can't wear. I haven't worn this since that. Since I bought it in 2017. Brown, mate. Brown. The Color Rush Brown. I can't wear that anywhere. Not allowed to. It's blasphemy if you wear the Antonio Brown jersey. Yeah, it is, eh? The Color Rush is crazy. It's crazy fun. Who we got? James Wright, father-in-law, received our first. Oh, mate. Received our first terrible towels in time for the game yesterday. Pretty sure it was good luck charm. Bloody oath. That's fantastic. There's nothing we talked about yesterday, and I'll bring it up again. There's nothing better than, where is it? Nothing better than getting your first terrible towel. Nothing better than ever getting your first. Look how mad I am. I'm so fucking nuts. I'm surrounded by black and gold stuff everywhere. It's nuts. Sometimes it freaks me out that I have too much stuff. Man, you could spot me a mile away if you saw my gear. But yeah, when you get your first terrible towel, there's nothing better than it, eh? Really, there's nothing. It's just take it everywhere you go, man. It's just this is like an extension of for me, extension of like your life. It's your passion. This is it. So this is great. We could talk about these jerseys all day, though. I just thought I'd bring it up. Even to some of the merchandise in my surroundings here. The Mexican version of the terrible towel that got given to me by a mate, Gil from Washington, who does the photo all around the world with Sergio. He gave me this terrible towel as a present, and that was just such a fucking great gesture. One of the best things that someone's ever given me. So that stands there. This photo here, I got that given to me when I was like 21. It's a cool little photo of it's got. Let me show you without showing my dirty ass room. Let me see if I can do that. Come on a tour. Yeah, it's got a cool little. It's got the Big Ben, and the sucking Aaron Rodgers there too. So yeah, that's awesome. All right. Enough touring. It's time to get down to business. What do we all think of the game yesterday? Hey? What do we think of the game yesterday? WCW, another one of my fan favorites, just because I like your name. I think your name's cool. WCW. Every time I think of it, you were playing wrestling. DJ had a fantastic game yesterday. DJ got 100 yards, 100 and something yards, and he also had 2 touchdowns, 8 receptions. Unreal. John, I still keep my towel. Mate, excuse me. I still keep my towel on the back of the couch that I rub during and after the game, like my Buddha. If that's what you think if that's what you think it is, go with it, man. There's so many, ideas and stuff around what we have with our passion and our team. Whatever works for you, man. For me, with my little story, and it's very similar to that. I put this terrible towel in my backpack, and I make sure that when I walk around anywhere I go, there's nothing else in this backpack, like in the back bit. So like in the back bit, like the one compartment that's the back bit here, because I'm so strange and stupid, I put the towel in there, and that's the only thing that goes in there. That's the only thing. And the reason why I do it is because at all times when I'm walking around, going on hikes, going to the beach, going to wherever, going to the shops, I always have the terrible towel on my back. Now, that's crazy. But what do you do? That's crazy, right? But that's what we do for our... I'd rather be passionate about this than some other things in life. You know what I'm saying? There's some other really bad habits to be passionate about. So this is kind of a good thing to be passionate about. And we all are. That's why you guys are here. That's why we're enjoying the game. We beat the Ravens yesterday. Fantastic win. We're going to watch a bit of the New England and Buffalo Bills game too. I can't show the game, but we're going to have that in the background. Talk about a bit of the AFC. Talk about a bit of the NFC. Talk about the playoffs. It's 5 games to go. Talk about Ben. You name it. I don't even know where to start because it's beating. Yes, we'll start with yesterday because beating the Ravens for the first 3 quarters, we were down. We couldn't move the football. I believe we had about going into the half. I think we had about 5 minutes of possession. We had no possession, none. Excuse me. We had 0 possession. We couldn't do anything. Big Ben was getting frustrated. There was talk that he was getting frustrated. Man, this New England versus Buffalo game is going to be very physical. Very physical. Yeah, there was talks that Big Ben was frustrated with his receivers and their receiving coach. G'day, Just Me. We need to know your story. We need to hear from you, Just Me. And I'm going to give you a shout out, Just Me. If you do want to be on the program, let me know. If you have a camera and some audio, and we're going to fire up some fan questions if you want to. If you don't want to, that's cool. But if you want to, let me know, because I would love to hear your experience, in person or on the internet. If you want to come on the internet or come on the show, let me know. Okay, if you're too shy, that's okay. Because there's about 500 people watching. No. If me multitasking, no, I'm like bad. Yeah, if you want to come on, Just Me, let me know, because I think people want to hear your story on how you got there. Just if it's only 10 minutes, let me know. Okay, where was I? I don't know where I was. I got distracted. Okay. John says I keep oh, you got the Troy. Yeah, dude. That's cool. Yeah, man. Your Troy plush toy is like you said. Gone. Damian Harris with a touchdown. There you go. I had money on the other guy. I had money on Stevenson. Damn. Anyways, John Roberts says I keep a Troy plush toy with me at work in my van that's always lurking other drivers. I can just imagine that Troy in spirit with that plush toy is like, how do I sack that guy? How do I get, how do I, hopefully you don't get in car crash, but how do I intercept that pass? That's so good. Troy is just, I've got a Polo Armour jersey as well. He is just the pinnacle of what Steelers football is. We had a bit of that yesterday. We played a bit more physical football. Some fellas really started to step up. TJ Watt stepped up in this game, was crazy. He played a fantastic game. 3.5 sacks. If TJ Watt doesn't get Defensive Player of the Year, I'm deleting this channel. I have to. This is crazy. How can he not get that? Oh, handoff is going for 2. Wow, the New England Patriots are a tough side as well. The New England Patriots go up 8-0, and that's a very psychological factor as well, going up 8-0. Now the Buffalo Bills feel like they're behind. Yeah, John says here, I watched a few ESPN peeps that said Ravens blew the game. No. That is not right. That was a very physical game from the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we did our best. We come out, even like Justin Lane had a game. Witherspoon had a good game as well. Yes, there were missed tackles. Yes, they had the 99 drive, but I guess in the emotional roller coaster of everything happening, it was up and downs, and but they got to Lamar 7 times. Chris Wormley had 2.5 sacks. 2.5 sacks in that game. Fantastic. Cameron Hayward got a sack. TJ Watt got 3.5. The only guys I didn't really see stepping up still was maybe like Bush and Schobert. Still, they're not like, there was one play that Bush was like, back trotting on his feet and didn't make the tackle. Something's going on with Bush. I don't know exactly what's going on with the No worries. No worries, Just Me. Something's going on with Bush. Would you guys not agree? There's something missing. I don't know what it is, but something's missing with Devin Bush. He's not playing that physical football that we knew from before the injury. Something is happening. Maybe in his mental state, I don't know. It could be a home life. Who knows? He's just not going to the ball carrier and putting everything on the way that we used to see it, the way that used to happen. But the new bloke, Montravius Adams, I think I got his name correctly without looking it up. Montravius Adams, he had a good game as well. Montravius Adams, number 57, was his second. I think it was his 2. He's had 48 hours in Pittsburgh. Got picked off the Saints practice squad, and then he was already used in the defensive line. But Montravius Adams, I think I want to see his stats because he is a big fella. I think he's like, Montravius Adams. I think he's like 6 foot. Okay. He's 140 kilos, which is massive. I don't know how many pounds that is. In pounds. 140 kilos. I don't know how big he is in pounds. But anyways, he's almost 2 meters tall, 140 kilos, massive. And for the Australian guys like Elijah, that's a big guy. We need a big guy in the middle. He's a run stuffer. He's huge. Here we are. Maybe ESPN can tell me how big he is. He's 300 pounds. So he's 140 kilos, 300 pounds. He's already had two tackles with the Steelers. You know, regular season. I think he had two tackles yesterday. One solo, one, and he had a pass deflection as well. He just got after it. He just got after it. So yeah, young guys like that was fun to fun to see some teams really getting after it, and yeah, that's the term we brought up. Sacco on the behind this little curtain. It was a good game. It was overall a good game. Let me see what's going on. Elijah, g'day, mate. He said he's lost his speed. Yes, he has. Something is missing with Devin Bush, and I don't know what it is. He's not the same player. He's not a bust. Don't count him as a bust. He can always come back, but he's not a bust. Brian, my mate Brian Brown. Devin Bush is missing tackles. That's a bit. He is too. He's not getting himself involved in tackles. You know what I'm saying? He just doesn't seem to be around the football. He seems to be leering and lurking away and not getting around the football as much. I don't know why. I don't know why he's doing that. Could be in his head. John says here he's too scared to hit someone. I think he's worried about his knee. Maybe that too. Maybe when you break a bone or do something, you're always, you're very hesitant to do something. However, when you're playing the game of football, if you don't go in full speed, you can have a chance to. They're rushing. Oh wow, this New England defense is rushing Josh Allen. Yeah, when you're playing the game of football, and I can only imagine because I never played, but if you do things half-assed or at half speed or half pace, you still have a good chance to get injured. You need to be focused and line on sight and think, okay, I need to go here and do X's and O's and get it done. Because when you do things slow or not really thinking about stuff, then you get in trouble. That's what I think anyway. It could be in his head, that's for sure. That was a no. That Ravens threw the game. I'm thinking about making you suffer through him. No, if if you want to, because you were there yesterday, so it's always interesting to hear stories of people who were there. If you don't, that's fine. That's funny. Brian Brown, I'm drinking today. I don't know if you're allowed to show. Can you show labels on streams? We'll find out. So it's called Pure Blonde. Hey, Maddie's in the chat. It's called Pure Blonde. So it's quite nice. It's quite relaxing and crisp and fresh. It's really good, I think I'm going to do that. There's so many things on here I don't know. Even with a small crowd of people, if you show certain images or do something really crazy, YouTube just cut you. They cut you. Oh, I can't have it, mate. I'm going to block you. You know my rules about getting blocked, mate. You can, mate. This is it. This is for you, son. Here we go, Steelers! Here we go! He comes in here once. Matty's been in the live chat once, and he's already putting down the beer. Come on, mate. What are you doing? You know my rule, though. When the first time you call me an idiot, you're gone. You're out of here. But that's funny. That's just, you know what? You don't like the beer. I like it. I think it's fresh. I think it's all right. I think the beer's all right. I don't know. Maybe because I'm not a beer drinker. I've only started drinking beer like the last 3 or 4 years. You know what I'm saying? It's just maybe like that. And it tastes a bit more like the Canadian or the better American beer. It's just for me, it's fresh. Mm. And cold. Brian's drinking the Mountain Dew. I love Mountain Dew. I don't mind Mountain Dew. Marky D is better than the Pure Blondes. No, I'm better than no one. I'm better than no one. The only guy I'm better than is probably, John Harbaugh or Tony Romo. Man, I was going off. Oh, yeah. You guys, man, I went off of Tony Romo yesterday. I can't stand him. I just think, I hope we don't get another game with Tony Romo. He annoys the piss out of me. He annoys the absolute crikeys out of me. Yingling, I've tried that. That's pretty good too. That's a Pittsburgh beer. Asahi is great. Asahi, I can go with that. I had some Asahi. Actually, the only place I haven't had Asahi is probably Japan. I've had Asahi in Thailand. I've had Asahi in Bali and Australia. Asahi is crisp, man. That is good stuff. Oh, Buffalo Bills get the ball back. Wow. Yeah, Asahi is it's pretty nice. I've had that. When you pour it yourself into a glass, a nice little, stein of beer, it's great. Maddie's in a bit of going off. Yeah. Better than Wang Harbs. That's so great. For a lot of guys who aren't, like a lot of guys today are with us from behind the steel curtain, but it's so funny to see. I do hope that from Bad's, creativity of how he made Wang Harbs up, if that travels all around the world to other people saying Wang Harbs, that's be the funniest nickname ever. And I think in the behind the steel curtain place, it has stuck that everyone just knows. No one calls him John or Jim. What's his name? John. We all call him Wang Arms. I'm so glad that's stuck. So I kind of hope that it keeps going around. Steel Nation Australia, Steel Nation UK, Steel Nation Canada. I hope it just goes all around the world because Wang Harbs will be there for a long time. He's been there for a long time anyway, and he made a gutsy call yesterday, and he tried to. Yeah, that's right. Jim's Michigan. Yeah. Wang Harbs tried to do, and what are your thoughts on the 2-point play? I was nervous as hell. I was so nervous. I was like, how are they going to have the whole game? And they're going to come back and they're going to lose 21-20. I was like, how do you do that? I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle the fact that we almost had a chance to lose 21-20 with the whole game the way how it was. And I was like, Harbaugh, you're going for it. But then TJ Watt came out of nowhere, like he's been playing crazy, and he's been a disruptor. He's been a disruptor all game from Lamar Jackson's career. TJ Watt's been in his face so much, and the call might have been wrong. And the look on Wang Harbs' face was so funny. He was in utter, shock and distress, and like, oh no, what have I done? It's touchdown. Bills go to 7 probably. No, they might go for 2. 8-6, far out. Yeah, I do hope the Wang Harbaughs from behind the steel curtain with Bad, the influence travels all around the world because it's so funny. Wang Harbs and Romo normally like spiders. That was so funny the other day, Matty, man. Watching you in the how StreamYard works when StreamYard, you guys can only see me on this camera, right? But I can see other cameras and stuff like that. So I saw Matty have a fight with a spider as they go 8-7. 8-7. Patriots 8-7. Yeah, I saw Matty have a fight. Have a fight with a spider in the corner of my eye as I was trying to do a monologue and try and talk to the camera. So funny. Just look, I hate them too. I'm not a big fan of spiders. We need to start the Tony Romo hate fan club. I'm just so sick of the way that he thinks he's calling the play. He says, and this guy, it was the Minka play on one of the touchdowns or something, right? Or I think it was a touchdown that was going to happen, right? He said Minka is going to get fooled here. He's gonna run straight into the line. He's gonna pick up the running back. He did that the first time, right? On the first down and 10, he ran to the line. Minka ran to the line like it was play action, trying to get the run stop. And then the second play, I don't know what play it was, but Tony Romo said, "Oh yeah, again Minka. He's spying down into the box. He's gonna try and you got to make sure that he's gonna try and get the running back. There's a pass wide open here to the right." And then Minka went straight out to his right. He didn't run down in the box. He went straight out to his coverage and they got a sack or something happened, you know. I just can't stand it. They try and call things all the time. He says this tight end should be right here. Is the best chance for this tight end for Move to stay in and block. If he stays in and blocks, he'll give Big Ben more time. Move doesn't stay in and block. He runs out of route and catches the pass. You know, 2nd and 2. This is a perfect time to call a run. This is a very perfect time to call a run right now. We're at the 35-yard line, and then Big Ben just drops back and slings it for 20 yards. It happens too much. It happens way too much. I get you can call the play after. You know, call the play after and say, oh, yeah, this is what happened. This is how it happened. Don't tell me what's going to happen every single time, and your success rate is about 47%. It's not very good. It's, you know, there's going to be a massive run here out to the left, and it's like a QB sneak or something like that. Holy dooly. He try and acts like a coordinator. He does. I can't stand. I didn't really like Romo anyway as a Cowboy. I didn't like the way he played. I thought that was so funny when Romo dropped that football on the field goal, and I think that was to win the game. Fumbled it. I think it was to win the game. I can't remember who was versing, but I think it was a Thanksgiving Day game. He was holding the snap and he fumbled the football, and yeah, the game was over. Or something happened, but it was just so funny. Romo was okay as a quarterback, but he had some help with like Des Bryant and had a really good O-line too. And you know, the Cowboys have been mediocre to okay. They've been an 8-8 side. I just don't like him as a commentator. Even to a certain extent, I don't even really like the guys who call Monday Night Football, if you can hear them. Steelers contingency from Mexico was at the hotel. Pretty cool deal. To be honest, I gotta look that word up. What does that mean? Does that mean? I have no idea. I have no idea what that means. So you guys inform me with my English and what isn't that like a contingency plan? I don't understand. From Mexico was at the hotel. Like the group, like the Mexican Steeler group was there. I don't know. Let me know what that means. Look on his face. Oh, Matty's gonna go. Thanks, Matty. Have fun. We'll try and join Marky D in the weeks to come over my schedule. Yeah, we'll get you on over Christmas. We'll do some stuff. Maybe Boxing Day. Have a quick little go and just talk football. You know, Matty's cool. Matty's got some good stories too. I think the refs letting the teams tee off on the Steelers, giving cheap shots, but the Steelers pass. But if the Steelers pass gas, yeah, some of those calls. Okay, let me get a drink and I'll tell you something. That call on it's a group. Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry, the disconnect of chat in real life is hard sometimes. That call on TJ Watt. Oh, he's got to go to catch. Wow. That call on TJ Watt for taunting or for a penalty on the sideline when he was looking in the Buffalo Bills direction, like, you know, hey, mate, like, you know, like up close and personal. That call was so stupid. That was the dumbest call I've ever seen in my life. Okay, this is why it's dumb. Okay, and this is my point and my argument and the succession to the story. That call, why it's so stupid, is you flag TJ Watt for looking at someone to hurt their feelings or to intimidate them. You know, to look at someone. Oh yeah, that call dumb. And then on the flip side, they don't throw a flag for Deontay Johnson getting a late hit 1 and 2 getting knocked out of bounds. No flag. None. So if all this, let me swear, bullshit, if all this bullshit is happening about player safety, protect the head, protect the everything, protect your well-being, how do you throw a flag for looking at someone in the eyes? And I'll talk about this on Behind the Steel Curtain too, but we'll have to cover 2 games. But how do you look someone in the eyes, get flagged for that 15 yards, which cost us, the drive kept going, and then you don't throw a flag for Deontay Johnson getting hit out of bounds and getting hit late and maybe around the head. I don't get it. If it's about player safety, I don't understand it. I do not understand these refs and some of the rules. It's not about player safety. If he got knocked out of bounds, it should have been a flag. And one of the other ones I do remember was the holding on Montravius Adams when he held the guy by 2, and pushing like this. He's using like the pushing bags, and he got held for that. He got flagged for that. Absolute crap. Like, that was not a hold. It was nowhere near the point of play. It had no reflection on any kind of point of play. Nothing. It was just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Calling a flag. It's like they're looking for a flag, I'm glad that the flags didn't overly turn the momentum of the game too much and it didn't go in their favor. But to not flag Deontay Johnson was how? And my mate John says, exactly. That no call on the hit with DJ was BS. I knew they would screw that up. We'd be screwed after that. It was terrible. That was just... It's the inconsistency what pisses me off the most. The inconsistency of you're going to flag TJ Watt for looking in someone's face, right? Oh, we'll get to that, Brian Brown. We'll get to that. We will get to that. I need another sip of drink, okay? The inconsistency is so crap in all walks of life with this game, with the NFL, okay? You flag TJ Watt for looking at someone because it scares them. It intimidates their little feelings. It hurts their little heart because you look at them that way. But then when a guy knocks someone out out of the yards, outside, on the white paint, late, and a pretty heavy hit to near the shoulder area. It didn't go head, but it was near shoulder area. No flags, okay? But Brian Brown, you make a great point. You make an excellent point, my man. Don't forget the convenient false start that would have been a pick 6. Exactly. I would like to see, when was that flag thrown? At what certain point was Minka going for the ball, or did a ref say, "Oh, hang on a minute, Minka's got a good cutoff route here. Oh, we better flag." That receiver, it probably happens all the time. It probably happens on 85% of the snaps. He moved his arm or he moved his leg a tiny bit, like a split second, went bang like that, and they threw a false start. We had a pick 6. That play should not have been blown dead. It should have been, they missed it. How many times do you see the referees miss a false start anyway? The countless times that the left tackle, or depending what side, or actually the right tackle, or depending what side Watt's on, left tackle, whoever, the tackles false start on TJ Watt, and they go back. How many times do you see that these false starts aren't called? And you got to call a false start on the receiver? Man. They're very picky. They're very, very well, this is a good game so far. It's a good game. New England Patriots versus Bills. Yeah, they're very picky, man. Like, how do you spot that? It's like you're looking for that. Like, he moved a tiny bit. He moved his arm. He moved his foot. And then Minka had that. He had the pick and he was ready to go. Would have been done. So if there's any more, I can't think. All I thought about was the TJ. Those 2 hits and the Adams plus that receiver. Terrible. Bloody terrible. But in this game too, the New England Patriots winning. We'll try and keep some score updates because it's quite exciting. 2 big AFC threats right now. New England Patriots are just on a 6-game win streak. They're 8-4. They're quite a physical side. They're well coached. I've actually picked them to win the division. And I picked them at the start. I picked them back in June. I just thought my reasoning why I picked them to win the division, New England, was because I just think Bill Belichick doesn't like to lose, and he won't want to lose the division twice. Bill Belichick, as much as we maybe don't like him, you got to respect that guy a lot. He has his team ready to play pretty much every single week. He's so well coached. He's fundamentally sound. He has, some players have said in the past, it's not fun to play in New England. You don't go there for fun. You go there to win championships, which is, they're so structured. They're a well-oiled machine. New England is like an army regiment. It's like, wake up at 6 a.m. and be ready for 6:01 kind of thing, Not that I've been in the army, but they're so well trained, very militant-like. Every man's got their job, every tackle, every person, every blocker, every running back from the quarterback. They're so systematic. So they'll be very hard to beat in the playoffs if we do get a chance to go to the playoffs. And we have a good game here. We have the New England Patriots going 8-7. And they're playing in Bills land. And it's like there's a lot of head gusts, a lot of wind. Yeah, Jono. You got to say how Tomlin keeps his cool, and the majority of those missed calls is amazing. I'm over. He's screaming and cussing. Yeah, and that's why I think Tomlin's a good coach, and I think a lot of us would agree with that. 41-yard attempt is successful. We go up. The Patriots go up 11-7. The Patriots spend more than any other team in French. I'm not surprised they're good. Yeah, they do. They pick up certain pieces. They pick up a lot of guys. I don't know. I just think they're well coached. They're just very, very well coached as a team. And I think for so many years, the Patriots were in our way. They were in our way. It was, I was there, 2017. 2017 Steelers AFC Championship. We've got to look back at that. Some people say we haven't had too much success. Only 4 years ago, when I was in Canada? Yeah, 4 years ago, the Steelers versus the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. Hard game. We sucked. It wasn't a good game, but we got there. People say we haven't got success, but we're getting to those certain situations. So yeah, we have some form of a success, I'd say, in the last 4 years. Yes, we haven't won a lot in the last few playoffs, but hey, we're on one now. We're on one, aren't we? We are on one. All right. What else can we talk about? What else do we want to go over? Do we want to look into? Do we want to reflect more and really get talk about this game, the Pittsburgh Steelers versus Ravens? That's probably one of the best games ever. Or do we want to talk more about the Vikings coming up with a short week? So what are we today? What's the day over there? It's my Tuesday. It's for the American guys. It's your Monday. So Monday Night Football and what 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 more days away, and we're versing the Vikings. And Brian Brown says here, honestly, the Steelers are already in playoffs. Yes, we are. We're in playoff mode. We have to. I think we go into Minnesota and we win this game. I think we do. I think I was going to pick against them a few weeks back, but I think the momentum that this team is building around the O-line, around with LeGlue, those kind of guys, that we're building momentum, even to a certain extent. DJ, he's building momentum. Big Ben is starting to build momentum too. The running game, Benny Snell played pretty good, didn't he? Benny Snell had a go. 2 carries for 8 yards, and he just ran like a bull. He ran like a wrecking ball and said, I'm just going to go straight for their face. That was actually one of my favorite plays to see. That Benny Bell went through the gap. John LeGlue had an opening. and then he just went smash mouth Benny Snell football. And you want to see that because you want to see Benny Snell get 5 to 6 yards and get us in those situations where we can go second and 2, third and 2, you know. Yeah, I thought he played pretty good. John says here, you got to be careful with the Vikings. They just lost to them. Yeah, I know. You got to be careful in any sense. I just think we have some really big momentum right now. A lot of big momentum. Just give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, I get a bit more light in here. I got to figure this out because it's so weird with this camera. See how it's so bright? But when I don't have any light, it's so dark and it makes me feel like I'm in a dark and miserable place. And I don't want to be in that place. I don't want to be in a miserable place. I want to have my room to be light. So if that light is distracting, let me know. I'll try and change the settings. Yeah, I'll try and change the settings. Where are we going? Brian Brown. I don't want to see Benny Snell at all. Rock to the Naj. Yeah, I get you. Oh, big pass to the Bills. I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying it's good to see Benny Snell have success. It's good to see a second running back have success because we haven't been using our second or third running back at all. Massive pass to the Bills. Bills are going down the field here at the 50-yard line. Yeah, it's good to see him have two runs. It was only 2 runs, but he got 10 yards. So he got a 5 average there. Really good to see him burn it up and give Najee a drive off or a little bit of time off, you know. Because if we're going to extend these drives, we need Najee's 70. Oh, there's a run by Allen. Oh, he got lit up. Ooh. Yeah, if we're going to see success with our Steelers driving the football, Najee's going to be used about 80% of the time. And then if we're still driving the football to get in the field goal range or to get, to get, to the end zone or for field goal, it's good to bring in McFarland, Benny Snell. And when they succeed, it's even better. So I did like to see him get I think he got 6 yards on one carry or 8 yards and then maybe 2 yards on the other. But I would like to see Benny Snell or a second running back get from 5 to 9 touches. But they need to be touches that actually make sense in the NFL, that actually help the drive, that help our Steelers go from, 1st and 10 to 2nd and 1. They need to be meaningful drives, touches for sure. The Divines are shining on your jerseys. Yeah, I got to figure it out. It's so weird because, it's not even that bright. Like in real life, it's not that bright. But I guess it's the camera, Oh, the Bills are. Oh my! The Bills just ran over the Patriots. It's almost been second half. Has anyone else got any questions? What are we thinking about? How do we win this game? I'll give myself a little bit of a break because I'm it's hard talking for a long time. What do we think about the Vikings? How do we beat the Vikings? What's going on? How can we take this momentum and beat the Vikings?
Allen has 7 interceptions in the last 4 games. 10 on the season, 10 all of last season. Back to the ground game, the Moss. Adrian Phillips stopped
and then we'll also go through a bit of the box score too. I want to go. Well, there you go. Benny Snell had 2 carries It's pretty good. 2 carries for 13 yards, 6.5 average. Pretty good. Pretty good. But yeah, we'll go through the box score. Let me know how we're going to beat the Vikings, okay? DJ had a game, 100 yards. Chase Claypool, I still want to see more from Claypool. I want to see Claypool stand up. I want to see Claypool stay on his feet. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't seem to stay on his feet after a big catch. Yes, he's part of our offense and he's playing a big role, but I just so many times you see Chase Claypool. He's such a big-bodied person. He's not taking advantage of that. He's falling over too much. I want to see him do more. I expect more of Claypool into his second year. Frymouth had a pretty good day, 26 yards. Gentry had some first down too for 10 yards. And the key point was too, we didn't fumble the football. We didn't fumble or throw interceptions the whole game. Not one turnover. You know what I'm saying? Not one turnover the whole game. The Bills are 2nd and 4. Oh, they got to Allen again. Wow. Brian. The light is fine. Thanks, mate. Thank you. Pressure Kirk Cousins and throw picks. Yes. Okay, let's look up some. If you guys haven't got time, I'll do it. Let's go into the Mark Davison corner. And let's look up Kirk, his stats. Let's go into his stats. We'll see what happens. Because I think he's got a pretty good TD ratio. Ooh, Allen went deep, but the Patriots defender was there. Okay, Kirk Cousins, let's go. Okay, we might as well do the whole thing, eh? Let's do his career and everything. Let's look at Kirk Cousins. Let's see what we have with Kirk Cousins. Okay, this is going to be the Kirk Cousins shitting on podcast. No, that sounds bad. I can't say what I was just going to say. Shitting on Kirk's last name is not something we want to talk about on YouTube land. That is something that is completely different in all walks of life. So we just call it shitting on Kirk and not his last name. Okay. Let's look into Kirk. Of course, Kirk was from 2012 with the Washington Redskins, 2012. He was drafted by them. So he's been playing in the league now. How many years is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's been playing in the league for 10 years and he hasn't done anything. Kirk Cousins has been playing such a long time, but what has he done? I don't think he's done that much, to be very honest. Looking at Kirk's overall yardage for his career. So he's been with the Vikings for 4 years now. Also, hasn't done too much. He's got 31,000 yards. TDs, he has 215. And interceptions, 87. So he does have quite a good ratio. I just don't think he's a winner. I'm not even sure if Kirk Cousins has been to the playoffs. Has he been to the playoffs? Let me find out what his career playoffs is. Kirk Cousins. He's been in the playoffs, right? No way. So Kirk Cousins has one playoff win in 10 years. Yeah, I'm worried about that. Wow. He's played 4 games in the playoffs, and he's 1 for 4. That's pretty bad. He's had 3 touchdowns in 4 playoff games. Wow. He's been sacked 14 times. Yeah. He's nothing to worry about. He's like Baker Mayfield. He's not the best. You know what I mean? He needs a lot of things to go right. for Kirk. You like that? You like that? You like that? You like that? Man. Yeah, he's a joke. Like, he's a joke. I just looked up then. Kirk Cousins, playoff wins, 1 for 4. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I find it so funny that the Pittsburgh Steelers fans, you think we have it bad. We don't have it bad. We don't. We don't have it bad. Big Ben's old. He's terrible. What a shit game he played versus the Bengals. No, you got Kirk Cousins. He's been playing for 10 years, 7 years less, and he's done nothing. Nothing. What do you want, Steeler Nation? What do you want? All right. Let's go back to picking on Cousins. Okay. Patriots lead 11-7. Kirk Cousins. So, 215 touchdowns and 87 interceptions. Okay. He's been sacked 231 times. Wow. He has fumbled the football 46 times in his career. So he averages about six to 7 times a game, a season, or about 8 times a season, right? That's pretty bad, okay? He's gotten worse over his career. He's had 1 fumble, in 2012. Then he got worse. From 2016, he's averaged about 6 fumbles a year. So TJ Watt, mate, is coming for you. TJ Watt's gonna smash you. Oh, TJ Watt's gonna get after you. Okay. He used to be a bit of a run threat with the TDs. He's got 17 rush TDs in his career, but over the last 4 years, that's slowing down because he's getting older. Receiving, well, he's not a receiver. Defensive, he's had 5 tackles being a defender. That's pretty much the Kirk Cousins story. But for his stats, the 21 to 2021 career though he's had a pretty good year actually. 25 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. So it's a really, really good average. And his QBR is 56.6. So that's middle of the road. Don't even start me. Don't even start me. Oh. All right. I'll get another beer. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to get another beer. And we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this. It's crap. 2nd and 12. Patriots on their own line. Oh. Buffalo Bills are standing up. You still drinking the Mountain Dews? Man, I don't mind a Mountain Dew. Oh, you guys caught... That could be one for behind the steel curtain. You guys caught Mountain Dew, right? Mountain Dew. We call it Mountain Dew. Like dew, like the grass. Not the other one. I'm not getting too political. Like the... like the dew on the grass, the wetness. Yeah, it's weird. Okay, then we're going to talk about Tomlin because it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I've got beer bottles everywhere. I'm turning into a bit of a streamaholic. Do the do. Yeah. Yeah, does it count? If I stream all the time, and when I stream I drink, does that matter? Does that mean I'm a streamaholic? Does that mean I'm an alcoholic? Like, streaming causes me to drink alcohol by watching football and talking to you guys. Is that like that's not being an alcoholic, is it? It's been a streamaholic. I'm only joking. Look, I'm only chill. Okay, Brian Brown, where do you want to start with this topic? With Mike Tomlin, where do you think we should start? Because I think the best point of reference is you have to start from last week. That was our worst game in a very long time, in such a long time. We got our ass beat. We got handed. We got, pulled over. We got tackled as hard as we could. We got TJ Watt to the ground. We got sacked. We got absolutely drummed. We got beaten to the letter of the law. We didn't play well. We didn't. The Steelers didn't play well. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. G'day, Joey, mate. Yeah, I think we do. We need the Bills to lose so we can catch up. For some reason my Twitch just went away. That's all right. That's weird. We're having trouble streaming to Twitch. Okay. Yeah. Where was I? Okay. It was a really bad game. Okay. 41-10, blah, blah, blah. Bad game. We suck. We're terrible. Big Ben's old. Tomlin doesn't know how to get his players ready. And then we come out and do the exact opposite. And the Steelers beat the Ravens 20-19. Probably one of the best teams in the NFL season right now is the Baltimore Ravens. And like you said, it's so quiet. It's so quiet. It's like, what up, mate? What up? It's so quiet. I'll be very honest, like the last 3 or 4 years, I have given the Tomlin haters, the fire Mike Tomlin crowd, I've given them a pass. I thought, okay, we're having bad seasons, blah, blah, blah. Every time we lose, you want to fire Tomlin, whatever. It's only this season I'm like, just shut up. Just shut up, man. Like, we're sick of hearing it. We don't want to hear every loss we have. Fire Tomlin and he's mediocre, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear it anymore. Because the reason that I'm a fan, the reason a lot of people are fans, we have hope and we cheer and support our team on. And right now, to be very factual, Mike Tomlin gives us the best chance to win. The best chance to win. So many players want to play for him. So many people want to be coached with him. So he has a love for the team. He has a love for the city. He has a love for his players. He is so integral to this Steelers identity. And if you even listen to his media and his press conferences, he doesn't give anything away. He dances around it. He doesn't care. He knows how to play the game with the media. He understands that they're going to ask the big questions about certain stuff. He had a key question today about someone asked, is the reporters are scared of Mike Tomlin. Someone asked, is Stephon Tuitt coming back next week? His answer was no. Was quote unquote no. And that was it. A straight up no. And just moved on. Next question. He doesn't deal with the shit. He doesn't deal with any speculation of the locker room. He come out and talked about someone asked another silly question. Someone said, would you be better off letting TJ off to have the whole week off so he can be fresh for the games? He said, no, that division of labor won't go that way. We'll use TJ Watt in whatever circumstance we need to, and there will be no music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love him. I love his character. I would love to meet Mike Tomlin and have a dinner with him, have a beverage and have a conversation. Exactly, Joey Weaver, man. Did you hear that too? He said, no music. I love him. I love the way how he has this game. Yes, we have bad times, and yes, we're not playing some good football sometimes, but so does every other freaking team. Every other team in the NFL has bad times. The Bengals got beat yesterday. The Ravens got beat yesterday. The Texans are going terrible. They got beat 25-0. You know what I'm saying? There's troubles in the whole season. And right now we sit at 6-5-1. 6-5-1 with a chance. We're 2 games back from the AFC North division. We're that far back. We're far back there, but we're still a chance. So everyone is complaining about Mike Tomlin hasn't got his players ready. Mike Tomlin has, and the one I hate, the piss poor excuse I hate, that I hate. Oh, he won the Super Bowl because of Coach Cowher's players. Bullshit. You know what I mean? It's just all crap, mate. Mike Tomlin is a legend. He is just. We shouldn't even need to bring his name up all the time. We should just know that he's like a Bill Belichick. He's an outstanding coach. He's just the coach that we need right now. We don't change our coaches like that. Just because the fans say, oh, he's terrible, get rid of him, or we better fire him. No, we don't work like that. Watching the Steelers, you don't work with the same way that the Jaguars, the Detroit Lions, the Jets, the Texans, the Panthers, the Falcons, you name it. Keep on naming them. The Browns have had more coaches than we've had in history. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that Mike Tomlin, he doesn't deserve the hate all the time, and every single loss we have is why? Why do you have to put the beat on Mike Tomlin for something that happens in certain circumstances? He goes out to the coach these players and get them ready. Mike Tomlin doesn't say to Claypool not to run the right route, or for Big Ben to overthrow a route and get picked, or for DJ to fumble the football, or Freiermuth to fumble the football. Lay off him. I'm just saying, lay off. And look, you can have your opinion too. I get that. You can say he sucks, and that's your opinion. But to a certain point, if you think something sucks or you don't like it anymore, if you don't like the team or Tomlin, why are you watching? Why are you watching this game? Why do you go into his press conferences? I read a comment today on Facebook on Steelers.com. Someone wrote a comment saying, why it must be very crazy. It must be crazy how these Tomlin haters keep coming back to listen to a person they hate. That's like someone coming to me and listening to me on this live chat if they hate me. If you hate me, why are you here? If you hate Tomlin, why do you follow or listen to what he says? If you hate Tomlin that much and you think he's a worst coach in history and he should be fired and we need a new coach, one, who else are we going to get? And two, it's not your decision. So if you hate the coach that much, why do you continue to follow this team? I've said the analogy a few weeks ago. And look, I'm getting riled up. I've only had one beer, so it's cool. Okay. I said the analogy the other day. I'm on the Pittsburgh Steelers train. I'm going to the destination no matter what. If you want to join that destination with me, if you want to jump on the same train as me and follow the season, you're better off go sit back in the luggage. Sit back in the damn luggage where no one's talking to you, and sit by yourself and sit in the luggage carrier where no one cares about you. Just sit there and leave us alone. Because the high flyers like me, Brian Brown, Joey Weaver, we're sitting at the front and we're cheering our team on, and we have a chance to win. Okay? And Joey says here, Tomlin's the reason why we have a winning record. 100%. He's the coach. He's the head coach. He's the whole idea of the organization, right? He's a leader in the locker room. He has those men doing tremendous things. The fact that he's working with the O-line this year, Dan Moore brings in the glue. Kendrick Green, a rookie, also Chooks on the right-hand side, brings in Trey Turner, a new piece. Brings in Montravius Adams. We had no Joe Hayden. We had so many injuries, and we're still 6-5-1. What more do you want? Oh, but Mark, it's all about Super Bowls. Super Bowls every year should be your Super Bowl, winning championship contender. Well, I tell you right now, a lot of people say to me, you always bring up that Mike Tomlin has a winning record, and that means everything. It does mean everything. If you don't win football games, you can't get to the playoffs. If you don't get to the playoffs, you can't contend for the Super Bowl. And for a lot of fans who say, oh, all we want to do is it's Super Bowl or bust. Well, how else do you get there? The only way you get there is by a Mike Tomlin winning record, as Joey says. Okay? So I just don't get it. Because the reality of the situation is that you can't win every freaking year. Every freaking year, there is 32 teams that can win the Super Bowl. Every year. Every year goes 0-0 to win the Super Bowl for any NFL team, okay? And there are still, in this day, there are still 12 teams. There are 12 teams who have never won a Super Bowl. I know for sure it's the Texans, the Lions, the Browns, the Jaguars, I'm pretty sure. There are 12 teams out of the 32 have never won one. Mike Tomlin has won a Super Bowl once, and people are complaining. You keep complaining about the same thing over and over and over, and it's so stupid. If you want to complain about it, sure, say your piece and then let it go, and catch me. Talk to me in April. Talk to me in April when we're doing the draft. Come back and we'll have a conversation and go. And you'll say, "How was the season?" I said, "Oh well, we went 9-6-1. You did okay. Oh, okay. But the reason that when we win, the fire Mike Tomlin crowd hides away, and we keep winning, right? The second we lose, They come back out. They're like little rats, like They come back out and they're like, "Oh, we lost. It's time to shit on Coach Tomlin again." Okay. And my biggest theory, and then I'll have to end it because I'm quite thirsty. My biggest thing on this Coach Tomlin thing is you can't have it both ways. I don't agree how you can have it both ways. You can't hate Coach Tomlin here, okay? And you also can't win the Super Bowl here. So which one do you want to do? Which one do you want to do? Do you want to hate Coach Tomlin and say he's the worst coach in history and you need to fire him and we want to tank for the season? Actually, you know what? Tanking doesn't work either. You go talk to the Jacksonville Jaguars. The tanking does not work either. The Jacksonville Jaguars are 2 and I think 11. That doesn't work either. Okay, it's a cultural thing. So if you want to fire Mike Tomlin here and also win the Super Bowl, you can't have both. Done. Holy dooly. I think I'm pretty passionate about that. Thanks, Brian Brown, for the comment. Okay. This is fun. Holy. We're spoiled, man. Super Bowl or bust. Coach Tomlin would have a new... Oh, mate. He'd be... How many teams? Okay, we're going to go through the teams. I need to plug in my my laptop because I didn't put it in. 1 second. I'll be right back. I've got to plug in my laptop. Okay, I'm back. It's plugged in. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Joey, man. It's 1:30 p.m. It's 1:30 p.m. We have second half. Wow, I've been ranting a lot. That's been fun. Man, that's a good question, Brian Brown. Getting me rolled up about Tomlin, it fires me up. Just stop. Get on the damn train or leave everyone else alone. That's what I'm saying. Watch the team with us or... I just don't want to hear anymore. I don't want to hear the fight Tomlin grab. If we win or lose, I don't care. I don't want to hear. You don't want to go near the Jaguars. Some of their... Ooh, that's true. That's true. They're pretty bad. Organizationally, from their owner, from their coaching, from their players, just structurally, they're a bad organization. Okay? But let's look at some of the teams, right? But like you said, who would pick up Mike Tomlin if they could? Okay, AFC East. Patriots, probably not. Bills, probably not. Dolphins, a hard yes. The Dolphins would love Tomlin over there. The Jets would easily turn around that franchise, at least getting them competitive. Okay, that's 2. No one in the AFC North. He wouldn't go to the AFC North if he could. Tennessee Titans, I probably wouldn't see that happening because I think they got Vrabel over there. The Colts, I can't remember who their coach is, but I don't think you go over there. The Texans or Jags would easily pick him up in a heartbeat. A young side, a young franchise like the Texans right now. They haven't had too much success in their history. They had some back with JJ Watt, but a young Texan side with a new quarterback and building pieces and getting the defense competitive again. Tomlin would change that culture in 2 to 3 years. He'd have them very competitive in that side. And also the AFC South with the Texans, and if Tomlin went over there, the Tennessee Titans aren't that good. The Colts aren't that good. You could win that division if you played some good Tomlin football. I could see him go there if they fired him. AFC West, the Chiefs, they got Reed. They wouldn't do anything. Chargers, I don't know their coach, but I don't think they would do anything. Raiders, maybe. I'm not sure about the Raiders. Thing is, I don't know their coach. Who's the Raiders coach now? I don't know the coach. Anyways, I couldn't see him being over there. Maybe Denver. Denver would be like for defense-wise. He could go be a coach for Denver. That's a hard division too. But I think out of the teams, out of the AFC South, I would rather, if I was me, I'd rather go to the Houston Texans, have a better young side. The franchise is young and go and try and build that into an organization where you can get Super Bowls or playoff wins, if you were to go to some team, okay? NFC East, Cowboys, that's, nah. What's his name? The manager wouldn't. I don't know about the Cowboys. Giants, they're in shambles, mate. Yeah, we have a problem. The Giants, mate. Giants haven't got a quarterback. He wouldn't go to Philadelphia, I don't think. Lions have their coach. Yeah, we're going terrible with the Lions. Got their first win yesterday. Matt Nagy in Chicago Bears. I could see Tomlin going to the Bears if he wanted to, you know. Minnesota Vikings coach, whoever that guy is. He's got the real red, rosy cheeks. I know he's a bad coach. Could go there. I could see he wouldn't go to Bucks. You know what I mean? There's quite a few teams. There's quite a few teams that would love him. That would love Coach Tomlin to come over. Yeah. What do you want? All right. The Titans of this year's Jekyll and Hyde team. They whip a good team, they lose to teams they shouldn't. Yeah, I agree too, because they've lost their main man, Derrick Henry, as well, eh? Derrick Henry is out for the season. I think AJ Brown, is he out for the season? We play the Tennessee Titans in 2 weeks too. I don't know. We play them at home? Oh boy. Yeah, the Tennessee Titans have lost to the Texans and the Patriots the last 2 games. They now have Jaguars, then Steelers, and Niners, Dolphins, and Texans. So, having an easier run home. They should beat the Jaguars. Man, they might only win 2 games. So they got Jaguars, Steelers, 49ers, Dolphins, Texans. Titans could beat Jaguars and beat the Texans. But then when they verse Steelers, it's a 50-50. You know, they verse the 49ers at 50-50, and the Dolphins at 50-50. So they could only win 2 more games, actually. It could be Indy's division coming up. But then you look at Indy's schedule. Indianapolis Colts have the Patriots, and oh boy, they got a harder schedule. They have a real hard schedule. They have a bye next week, and they have the Patriots, Cardinals, Raiders, and Jaguars. So interesting. They only got 4 games left. So if the Titans are smart, they run away with this AFC South division. What a weird score we have. The New England Patriots 11-7. Damian Harris, that's the guy I had. 89 yards on the ground, 1 TD. Oh, that's right. It's so windy. It's so windy with this game that Mac Jones has only thrown the ball 1 time. When's the last time in history that a player threw the ball once in a half? How do we look that up? He's had 1 pass in a half. That's crazy. Oh, here we go. So an article from last year, Denver versus New Orleans Saints. Remember when the Broncos had no quarterbacks? It says here, the Broncos didn't complete a pass in the first half. The last time to do that was the Broncos in 2011 with Tim Tebow at quarterback against the Chiefs. They also, in this game, they also finished. They're also the first team since the 1998 Chargers to finish a game with more interceptions than completions. The Broncos completed 1 pass in a 31-3 loss. Everyone knew that the Broncos wouldn't be able to throw that ball. The Saints decided they wouldn't pass the ball either. Wow. The first half produced a line that would have been fit well in the 1920s. The Saints were 6 of 11 for 38 yards, and they got 24 yards on the pass to Michael Thomas. So for some reason, because the Broncos in 2020 versus Saints, they weren't passing the ball, so the Saints decided not to pass the ball. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So, yeah. The last time there was 0 passes in a half was the Broncos game in 2011 with Tim Tebow, and then 2020. So that's funny. I don't know, man, to be honest. I'm just going to just see what happens. It's so funny. I don't really have any structure to my YouTube and stuff like all the streaming. I just treat the stream like I'm watching TV and whoever comes in and out. So right now, there is only 2 people on, you and someone else that comes on and says hello. But if it goes from like 2 to 50, it's fun. So I don't know. I'm just going to keep going. I'll just keep going. It doesn't matter who comes in. I've always said to myself, if it's one person or if it's 100, then I'll keep talking. I'll keep talking facts and stuff like that. So the idea of just stream is just to quantity over quality. Let's put it that way, So I'll be around. I've got one on Twitch and I've got you on YouTube. So yeah, it improves me. It gets me to call the game too, and it's fun to call the game. So yeah, I'll be here. I don't know. I'll be here. Why not? Yeah, it's good. It's good exposure to from my page from Steel Nation Australia on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch. The links there. The only way I can get exposure is by being live and saying hello to people. So, and I'm always keen to have a talk and interact with the chat. It's so much fun. It's the best thing I've probably ever done, besides going to the game. So, yeah, I could be on for the next hour. I could be on for the next 10 minutes, but probably the hour. I got this beer to go, and I've got another beer down there too. So, but I like looking at those stats. Like, that was a cool stat. Yeah, Mac Jones only thrown 1 pass. And I also want to get, if there are any Patriot fans, come on too. Let me know if you're a Patriot fan. You know what I'm saying? Patriot or Bills fan. That's why I've got the title up too. Holy dooly, I got 10 notifications on Facebook. Far out. All right, let's do this. I'll go through some comments that I've got on my Steel Nation Australia page. Oh, man. Got John Roberts, who comes on the page all the time, says they better give it to him this year. We're talking about TJ Watt being Defensive Player of the Year. I created a post on the Facebook, and they said they better give it to him this year. 100%. They better.
Stress melting massage to increase your comfort working from home or at the office. Feel more refreshed in seconds. Dual fans that actively deliver a cooling airflow. Or you can wrap your back in super warm. All right. Access 4 combinations of massage.
Where am I? Yeah, man. Just it's cool. Thanks for coming by. It's always good to hear some Steel analogies, and you made me go on a rant about Mike Tomlin, so that was great. Pretty much, yeah, it's always open. I like to say this chat is for people to talk football in any case. Always open. Always open. Like Heinz Ward. And maybe I could just be sitting here in silence for an hour. I'll just forget it's on. I'll just sit here and just pretend to do my taxes or something. But yeah, man, thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming by, Brian Brown. It's a great man. Great to see you here. Great to see you on the Behind the Steel curtain too. I think they had a show today. They had The Hangover today. I think I got the first half. That was pretty cool. But yeah, it's interesting to see who comes in. There's people from everywhere, man. It's all over the world. It's so fun. So yeah, I'll put down any questions.
I had my shot at college, and then I did learn about the program. Of course, I had another chance.
With a bachelor's degree, you can increase your weekly earnings by around 67%. On Coursera, you can earn career advancing bachelor's degrees online from world-class universities for an affordable price.
Learning on Coursera makes me feel empowered. I was very surprised at how affordable the program was.
Courses, professional certificates, bachelor's and master's degrees. Learn for free at Coursera.org. Coursera, learn without limits.
You're used to doing 2 things at once.
Why not brush and floss at the same time? It's easy with Waterpik Sonic Fusion 2.0, the 2-in-1 oral care breakthrough with 2 times the bristle speed and superior flossing power. It cleans deep between teeth and below the gum line, clinically proven to be up to twice as effective as regular brushing and flossing for removing plaque.
Ooh.
So upgrade your oral
Give me
care with the
$200.
world's first flossing toothbrush. Go
Nah.
online or ask your dental professional about Waterpik Sonic Fusion.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of all audience. Any other use of this broadcast, any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited. On a blustery December Buffalo night, Damian Harris threw everyone 64 yards. And he touched it.
All right. What are we doing? Let's make a scoreboard. Let's get in this game. So I'm gonna try and let's call some of the game. If people do come by, that'd be cool. Any questions, let me know. Let me make a scoreboard, and we're gonna talk about the New England Patriots and the Bills like we're here to do. Might as well give it a crack, eh? Give it a go, son. Actually, I can't do that, can I? How do I, can I do this?
This led to the touchdown for the Bills. It's going to be an issue in the second half. And Josh Allen made him pay. Hard play action. Run pass option right behind the linebacker.
This may crash, by the way.
That was an easy conversion.
I'm trying to get another stream up so I can show the game cast. This may crash.
Matt Jones, 1 pass attempt. That is the fewest in the first half by any NFL team.
This should be very interesting.
1978. You don't see that every day.
Buffalo Bill. Oh! No.
Get the football to open up the third quarter. And, of course, Bill Belichick doesn't care, right? They throw the football one time. He doesn't have
Steve Levy, you legend.
He doesn't care about style points. He says, look, this isn't college football. They don't rank us. They just rank us by wins and losses. And that's what he's trying to get out of here. I'll tell you what he does care about. He does care about having a win in the fourth quarter. If you believe this game's going to come down to in the fourth quarter, which it very well could be.
Buffalo Bills in the third quarter, trailing by 4 points. That's interesting. Did it crash yet? No, it didn't crash. That's really interesting. Maybe I can do what I want to do. Maybe. Maybe.
You can see the way Bill Belichick is playing it, he said, and the way we're playing it. The Bills had just 33 rushing yards in that first half.
Screen capture.
We cannot rely on Josh Allen's arm, not with these conditions.
So yeah, I'm just working on it to see if I can do 2 streams at once, but I can stream the score. No, I don't know if I can do that. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe not. I do that.
Whoever needs to carry the ball needs to carry it. Josh Allen has to be one of those options. So Damian Harris coming out of the New England locker room late. Now the throw. Trying to go to Emmanuel Sanders. Jalen Mills had the coverage. We're told that Harris is questionable with a hamstring. We'll watch for that when the New England gets the football. That's normally an easy throw for Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. You throw it to the outside shoulder, but watch the wind going from the left to right. Look at it push that ball up the field. And that's Emmanuel Sanders out there, but that wind affected that pass right there in a significant way. Third down and 5.
Ooh, good pass break up. J.C. Jackson is a legend. He is a fantastic player. J.C. Jackson is a fantastic player.
and then transition into close. And that was almost a pick six. That's as good as you can play. But if you're a DB, you know they're not going deep, right? So sit on those shorter routes because you know that it's going to be very difficult to lob the ball in the air down the field.
Don't do that. Ooh.
Wojciechowski is back deep, corner wiggling. Into the good punt, and into the end zone.
Yeah. All right. Okay. It's not working. I was trying to get another stream so I can show the game, show the score. But I still can't figure out how I can show the game cast on stuff. So I can do this. Right, watch this.
Lowercase.
You
Okay, got it.
know what I'm saying? I can show that. You see that?
Yeah, I mean, I really used to like watching you play.
Yeah, I can show that. But it's not the best, is it? What if I did?
I don't believe it. We win for two.
Julian, you're scaring us.
What if we zoom? How do I zoom?
This is Ed Road Tea Shop, and we're the Ed Finale. Do good, eat good.
That's our mission.
We chose our new Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One because it gives us unlimited 2% cash back on everything we buy.
It has no preset spending limit, so our purchasing power adapts.
I can do that. I can show the score.
That's how we take care of our most valuable asset.
Yeah, StreamYard doesn't give you too much options, does it? Yeah, I need to figure this out. All right. New England Patriots are up 11-7. Well, I just wonder.
Last Sunday that the players dropped a video story called My Rock Bottom. It starts out with I'm Jordan Poyer, the captain of the Buffalo Bills. I'm an alcoholic. Poyer went public with his addiction last March 13th after reaching 1 year of sobriety. He had read a story about other NFL.
So yeah, New England Patriots have one pass because the weather's pretty crazy. Running, they've run it 24 times. The running game's going pretty good. Damian Harris with 89 yards, 1 touchdown. Raymond Stevenson playing good. Brandon Bolden, they have a good core running back group. That's a really good running game, actually. 152 yards on the ground. Let's see what can happen. As a Steelers fan, you kind of want to cheer on the Patriots. I know it sounds tough, but cheer on the Patriots because in the Buffalo Bills give us a chance to go for that 7th seed or 6th seed. Yeah, if we can't win the division, you want to cheer them on.
James Squire, Broken Shackles, Refreshing Lager.
Who inspired him? Players he said he's never even met who have the courage to speak their truths. He said he was still drinking when he heard Darren Waller talk about his addiction, and that when he looks back.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. Not the best stream, to be honest. What I'm trying to do, trying to figure out how I can have the game and certain other factors with this stream too. 2nd and 6. Oh, who's that? 36. Oh, what a good run. Stevenson, man. He's a rookie, isn't he? He's a good runner. Far out. Who else has got...
They had his back, and he was doing this for his daughter. And, I thought...
Stevenson with a massive run.
These examples.
Yeah, let me know. Any questions coming up? I'll field them.
I think it's awesome. Look, he said, look, life is hard. People handle it different ways.
1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. The Patriots have the football. Mac Jones at the center. He's your rookie this year, playing some pretty good football. Oh, hand off the ball. Oh, what a good hand off the Bourne right there. Jason Bourne.
First touch of the night for Bourne. The last thing is, listen, we don't care.
And we're back. Patriots on their own 35-yard line. 2nd and 7. Stevenson in the backfield. He hands off. Oh, sling to the outside. He's got room on the outside. Cuts out there. 40-yard line. Oh, man. There's a flag. There's a flag. Holding. There you go. He's a fun running back to watch. Stevenson. Let's find out who he is. Number 38 for the Patriots. He cuts outside, jumps back inside. Bit of a hold. Yeah, Johnny Smith with a hold. Cuts up the middle. Ramondre Stevenson. He's out of Oklahoma. 2021 round 4, pick 120. So far this season, he's having a great year. 76 attempts, 351 yards, 3 touchdowns. Mate, that's fantastic for a rookie. Rookie 4th rounder. Another big run from Stevenson, gets 5 yards. There's got to be a way I can zoom in this thing too. How do I zoom in? Can't you zoom in something? Oh, there we go. Oh, I did it! How's that? Hey, genius. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's heaps better because I zoomed in. That's the technicalities I have as a YouTube content creator / streamer / Australian. Oh, it's too far. How's that? Is it too far? Nah, too far, isn't it? Oh, maybe not. Maybe that's perfect. Is that perfect? That's perfect. Look at that. I just wish that StreamYard would have a different setting that I could make this better. Like that. No, it's not. That's good. All right. 4th and 12 from the Patriots. Offside. How's that? Do you guys like that layout or not? Or are you just clicking and thinking, oh, we're going to find the game, and the game's on here? Is that a good layout or not? I like it. I think it's okay. Can I do stuff? Let me try and do some other stuff. What's this? Oopsie doopsie. What if I do this? What's up? Like, can I? How? There's a someone on Twitch right now. How do I give you a sub? Can I do that? So I can't. I'm going to figure out, so I'm on Twitch, right? I'm going to figure out this idea how I can give someone a sub. I don't know how to do it. I need a mod. Maybe I need a better program. So yeah, how's that layout? You can see the game. It's not bad. Cheers to that, mate. 11-7. The New England Patriots versus the Buffalo Bills. And if you're a Bill fan, remember, you lost 4 Super Bowls in a row if you're a Bill fan. Buffalo Bills lost 4 Super Bowls in a row. Between 1990 and 1993, the Buffalo Bills lost every Super Bowl they could imagine. I think we should go through the history. It's funny. Okay.
And great rates from USPS and UPS. Mail letters, ship packages, anytime, anywhere, for less. A lot less. Get our special TV offer, a 4-week trial plus postage and a digital scale. Go to stamps.com/trial. And never go to the post office again.
The first step in selling your home is finding out how much it's worth. HomeLight gives you a free home valuation and matches you with top local real estate agents for market analysis. Find out how much your home is worth for free at HomeLight.
All right, so I'm on that site FanDuel, which is quite. Oh no, it's not working.
Well, it's simple. Our average stock has returned over 600%, and that's more than 4 times the return of the S&P 500.
No.
When you become a member of the Motley Fool, we'll send you 2 new stock picks each month. If you go to fool.com/TV, you'll see how new members can join for less than $2 a week. Don't look
Oh, now they can do it.
Just go to fool.com/TV.
Super Bowl. Let's do Super Bowl history.
Patriots owner Robert Kraft on your left. That's Terry Pagula, the owner of the Buffalo Bills, on your right. I was impressed with both Terry and Ken Pagula were at practice on Saturday, out braving the elements. Josh Allen.
Okay. Super Bowl history. We're going to look into what happened to the Buffalo Bills. Because it's highly funny. Where are we? What year was it? It was, here we go. 1991, the first Super Bowl, the New York Giants. Here we go, Buffalo over the middle. Good pass. 1991, Tampa Bay, Florida. The New York Giants won 20-19. You're thinking, oh, damn it, that's only one. It's only one. It's only one Super Bowl. It's all right. She'll be right, mate. She'll be right. The next year, in 1992, the Metrodome, Minneapolis, the Buffalo Bills lost 37-24. You get there twice. You're a pretty good side. You know, Jim Kelly, all those guys, you get there, you had a real good chance. Okay? You lost 37-24. Oh! Dropped. You get there the second time, 2 years in a row. You're thinking, oh, yeah, that sucks, you know. At least we got there. We're quite a good side. Okay, 1993, the Rose Bowl, Dallas beats you 52-17, and at this time you're starting to panic. You're like, hang on a minute, we've been here 3 times, and we still can't win. Okay, 1994, the 4th year in a row, Dallas again, and you lose 30-13. I don't know. You know, some people say the Pittsburgh Steelers fans have it bad. Buffalo, you've been through the trenches, man. You've been through a lot of things in being a Buffalo Bill fan. To lose 4 Super Bowls in a row would be hard. That'd be hard.
J.C. Jackson very well aware of that effort. If I can take a look at that long throw again from behind Josh Allen, see if this ball moves. Watch Diggs. At the end, he should have his head inside. The ball should come inside. See his head go outside there?
Ooh, Stephon Diggs almost had a touchdown.
So much, that's why we haven't seen any passes down the field. Very difficult.
3rd and 7 from the 42-yard line. Josh Allen goes back, but there's my TV turned off. God damn it, Leroy.
We talked about Josh Allen using his
I think that was a
legs
sack. I think the TV turned off.
And to get some energy on that sideline, you stiff arm belly, stay in bounds, and then give some. You stiff arm belly, stay in bounds, and then give some effort. Even if you're.
Oh, Josh Allen had a run. Did he get the first down?
Bring up a 4th and short situation.
Ooh, 4th and short, 4th and yards. 4th and a few yards.
4th down and 1.
With a flag. Holy dooly.
a big play.
I wonder. How do
Well, I don't necessarily agree with that. Josh Allen was inbounds and he leaps. If he's inbounds there, he hasn't.
that's another crap call, man. They don't. Yesterday's game with Deontay Johnson, they don't flag the massive hit, but they one little push and they flag that. That's terrible. It's another piss poor excuse for the refs. Let them play. Bad penalty. Hands off. 20. Zach Moss.
Pick up 3 or so. Dietrich Wise. Stop for the win. Boy, and you know that if that was on Bill Belichick's sideline that happened, he would have been all over that. But it's on the other side. He couldn't tell how close it was to being out of bounds or inbounds. That's a big call. It's time for Buffalo Bills to throw the football here again. C.J. Davis checks back into the game again. We've made the point about them having the wind at their back. They've had success throwing the football down here already in this game.
Second and 7. Over the middle. Stephon Diggs.
Just beyond his reach. Really just kind of flipped it over. He just ran the same route to the opposite side. Off to the same kind of action. You can see it right here at the top of the screen. You're going to see C.J. Davis up there. Against Jalen Mills. Has inside leverage on him. The ball just sails on him a little bit. Just flip the formation, run it up.
Let me know, guys. Do you guys use Twitter as well? That'd be interesting if you do.
Bill's giving it to the officials now. There he is.
How else do I share?
Pressure. Coming through for New England.
3rd and 7. Oh, missed it.
It's incomplete. Beasley was trying to come back for the football.
That's good.
Hightower had the pressure. And I think that this is an easy decision here for McDermott. Go in this direction. You want the points. Got to have the point.
Gonna go for a field goal. Make it 11-10. What a weird score. Hey?
That's who the Patriots are defensively.
How do I do story?
And then when you do, it's going to be tight windows. What did Sean McDermott say to it? It's all about execution, right? Fast opportunities. Fast perfect. Inside of 40. This from 35. Snap of the place and might have kissed the upright and gets through. 6:35 to go. 3rd quarter. It's a 1-point game.
Hey, I can tell you're a fan. Lucky for you, nothing keeps you connected like AT&T 5G. Got G, huh? That fast? Oh yeah, it's fast. Is it reliable? Definitely is. And what about secure? Oh yeah, it's secure. Love it. How many is it? I don't know. You're very good at whatever this is. You flatter me.
It's not complicated. AT&T 5G is fast, reliable, and secure.
Okay, that's the wrong way to do that.
Show people a curve. Tebow, the curve? No way. Literally, everyone says that.
We're
talking about a different thing.
Hey, you! Domino's is giving away $50 million in surprise freeze.
Other delivery apps add surprise fees. At Domino's, we're giving out surprise frees instead. When you order delivery online, you can be surprised with free food from Domino's.
I've got moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now, there's Sky Rizzi. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clearer skin in 4 months after just 2 doses.
Skyrizi may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or coughs, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Talk to your dermatologist about Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Well, can I?
GameStop.com for special offer.
Tonight's aerial coverage is brought to you by Goodyear. Got so many hard-working folks on our crew working in the conditions outside tonight. David Wojcik, Drexel Yokoyama, Shane Marshall, Steve Lowe, Bruce Harmon, Doreen French, Todd Marshall.
Okay. Third quarter. I think 6 minutes to go.
Johnny Staminsky, Greg Logan, Clay Loveless, Justin Culver.
11-10. Looks pretty cold in Buffalo.
And Eric Lunston is out there with Lisa Salters. You two should be ashamed of yourselves. You've been
Very, very cold.
putting hand warmers all night up in the booth. And our people downstairs are braving the elements. Our crew is the absolute best. They sure are. They're a lot tougher than me. The public over here, Lewis. And they over here. That went through the uprights. And that will not result in 3. Well, we knew the Patriots wanted to run the football coming into the night. And they've run it 28 times, and they've thrown it once. And a majority of it has been right up the middle. Now, that's David Johnson, that long touchdown run. But we'll see what they decide.
So no one's got any questions? Oh, big play by Harris. Oh, huge play by Harris.
Earlier had the hamstring injury. That's good for 22, and that'll put him over 100 for the game. Watch the fullback, Jakob Johnson. Talking about him being a key in this game. He comes over and gets the lead block on the Matt Milano. I would follow Jakob Johnson if I were Damon Harris too, and he doesn't look right. He doesn't look like he can continue to win this football game. It's going to be Ramondre.
If anyone knows, out of the 6 people watching, how do I link the YouTube to my Instagram story? Stevenson with a big run. Look, man, I do like this Patriot team. They're a solid team. How do I link my YouTube link to share the content to my Instagram on a story? That'd be fantastic. I'll send the next person who tells me a postcard. A kangaroo postcard, if you tell me. I don't know how to do it. Oh, hang on. I did it! Yes. Ooh. All right, it's a game changer. Now nobody gets a kangaroo postcard. Should have been faster than that.
You better know that they're coming outside on the crack toss with some kind of perimeter run. He doesn't line up there to run routes. He lines up there to block. That's just bad on Evanescence's part right there. You know what I mean? This is the 3rd or 4th time that you've seen that. And there he is again. 2nd down and 4. Why wouldn't you keep it on the ground? Well, that time they'll go for a loss.
Go.
Greg Russo first in for Buffalo, along with Tyrell Dodson. 2nd straight home game. This Bills defense has allowed 200-plus rushing yards to their opponent. Colts came in here and really smacked them around 41-15.
Why would you do that? Why? Why would you do that? Yeah, I enjoy how I did it.
Let's fall down territory here. Back takes off.
Yeah, I don't even know how I did it.
Gonna be just short.
0 questions, eh? We're just going to sit here in silence, are we? Is that what you want? You're going to sit here in silence. Fantastic. That's great. Not much of a talker, are you?
Talked about the physicality that Buffalo needed to play with tonight. This is a prime example right here. Jones wants it again himself.
Oh, went 4th and 1. Maybe Jones got it.
Trying to find Mac Jones in that pile with the football. There he is. He squirts through with the ball. First down, New England.
First down, New England. Hooey dooey.
A lot of communication at the second level for the Bills defensively. They were not ready for that. They were trying to adjust, and you can see the linebacker. Look at them all back here.
First down, Mac Jones.
Right up in that A-gap, ready for
The
that
quarterback with probably the least pressure on him. He's doing fantastic things in New England, going for his 9th win. And he's first on Monday Night Football. You love to see it. Does that YouTube link work? Yes. Yes, it does. Excellent.
So hard to tell where in the middle of that mosh pit where Mac Jones was down.
The next person who asks me a question, I'll send him a kangaroo postcard. Dead set. Wherever you live. The next person who asks me a question about anything, that's not rude, I'll send you a kangaroo postcard.
The yellow line is not official. To the end of the sticks. We'll come back with the answer on the challenge.
Zero questions, eh? Zero. So none of you want a kangaroo postcard. That's crazy. I would love a kangaroo postcard.
What if smartphones were more than just smart? The all-new Google Pixel 6 truly sees you, not a blurry face. And for things you don't want to see, it removes them instantly with a magic eraser. On our most advanced and inclusive smartphone camera.
Yeah, they're quite hard to get a hold of, these kangaroo postcards. Very hard to get a hold of. The next person who wants any question. Hey, Steel and Australia, how's your day? That's a question. Do you think the Steelers are going to win the Super Bowl? That's a question. Should we fire Mike Tomlin? That's a question. Which is no. I will send you a kangaroo postcard. And maybe a mini boomerang if you're lucky. All right. Twitter, Raymond Stevenson. Twitter twice.
I'm okay. Only pay for what you need.
At least if you come into the stream and you don't want to say hello, if you do like the content for whatever content we have, streaming and talking football, just when we talk Steelers football, it's pretty fun. So just, hit the sub on the way out. If you want to. If you want to hit the sub. If you don't want to, that's fine too. Got 35 subs on YouTube, which is kind of cool. Been going at it. It's a lot of fun. But always love to see who else wants to come in and say their piece about the Steelers or talk. I'll talk anything, the NFL, whatever topic comes up and you have an interest in, I'll talk about it. So we have the New England Patriots here rallying here to go down and go up by 7. It could be an 18-10 game, 8-point game, which is that 2-point conversion comes into play.
A sign of the sense of urgency from Sean McDermott, realizing that he's not going to have the wind in the fourth quarter.
But yeah, also I do other videos too. I do little breakdowns for the AFC North. We talk about the AFC North. I do post-game stuff, but it was easier to do a stream today because post-game just happened yesterday and it was a fantastic win from the Ravens. The Steelers, fantastic win from the Steelers. So we won't be doing a post-game tomorrow. It's just going to be, this is going to be it for the 3 hours or whatever we go. G'day, mate. Oh, I got to send you a postcard. There's been silence in the chat, which is fair enough. because I'm no one special. But there's been silence in the chat for fucking ages. And I said, as the numbers go up and down from 10 people, 6 people, 5 people, 4 people, 10 people, I said, the next person who writes a question, I'll send them a postcard. You don't need a postcard. You live in Australia. Oh man, if you're still there, Elijah, I went on the page today, the Steel Nation group. It's so funny. What I think PD Williams put was it him? Was it Williams who put the pissing photo up? Yeah. Oh man, I love it. It's so funny. PD Williams put up the photo with this. Oh, good run. With the steel, with the hard jacket, like that cool jacket, with the Steeler jacket, and the guy, the guy's like peeing over the fence, and the Ravens fan, the Ratbirds fan, is like rejoicing in love and spirit and happiness that it's raining. It's like that's such a good. Oh, I've laughed now 3 times. I've laughed. Yeah, dude, I've laughed 3 times today. I just think it's funny. It's so funny that he's sitting there like pissing. And the Ravens guy's like, oh, hallelujah. Steve, are you watching the game? Do you have a chance to watch the Patriot game? Their running backs are killing it, man. Harrison and Stevenson, killing it. They are so good. They are killing it. The Patriot way and the Patriot football way, they are having a game, man. Because they're not throwing the football because it's too cold. I'm pretty sure. Ramon Stevenson is killing it. Wait a minute. Oh, Stevenson again. He is killing it. He could almost go for Rookie of the Year. He's having a great time. How do I get back? Yeah, Mac Jones has thrown the ball one time. It's been it's just been like a football game, man. Damian Harris has 111 yards. Ramondre Stevenson 84 yards. Brandon Bolden 25. So they're all worried about mate, definitely 100%. I agree with you 100%. 110%. I picked the Patriots. I've got a multi with them to win the division. I picked them from the start of the year. But yeah, they Mac Jones has thrown the ball one time because it's so windy and rainy and cold. And a lot of the analysts said, the Patriots, they won't be able to play this game. This is Buffalo Bill football. But they're playing New England Patriot football and they're running, we've seen it with us. They're taking it to them. I've realized now that I don't hate the Patriots as much. I kind of hate Brady. I hated Brady so much. Patriots they're a good organization. They're playing good. Yeah, Buffalo Bills been overrated 100%. I went through the Buffalo Bills Super Bowls from 1991 to 1994. If you remember history, if you were born, Elijah, I think you were born. 1991 to 1994, they lost 4 Super Bowls in a row. 4. They're not that good. What are your thoughts, Elijah, about the Mike Tomlin comments? What are your thoughts about the Raven game?
The point is, it's your money, and you should be able to use it when you need it. Call 877-CASH now.
But the Patriots playing good today. We'll leave it there. Really? Yep. Damian Harris is, man, they have got 200 and, you know what? This irks me. They have 230 yards on the ground, right? And we're worried about the Steelers getting what happens. It's you play to win the game, mate. Play to win the game. It's good to see. It's funny to see though. Mac Jones only has 1 pass, and every time I look up, they're running the football. Such a Patriot game. It's such a crazy game. It's not that exciting, but it's fun to see the Patriots run You know, it's good to see some running football for once, some hard-nosed football. We all need that.
11-10 New England. What a drive that was at the end of the third quarter. That carries over into the beginning of the fourth for these Patriots. And if I'm the Bills right here,
But I agree with you, mate. The Bills are overrated by far. Sean McVay? Overrated. Way overrated. 1st and 10 from the 10 yards out. Stevenson again, handoff, the same. Oh, gets lit up. At some point, you've got to stop the run. Bro, I don't know if I can watch another Steelers game for reals. I can't afford another piece. What happened? Did you throw it somewhere? Oh, hey, dude, how crazy was that was a crazy game, eh? That was one of the craziest games I've ever seen. That was just, I can't even explain it. Like, 2nd and 13, they stop Stevenson. The Steelers go 3.5 quarters with 7 to 10 minutes possession, going 3 and outs. They can't move the football, and they wake up in the 4th quarter. DJ gets loose, Claypool gets loose. They start running the football. They start using Snell. The defense comes alive. TJ Watt gets at least 2 sacks in the 4th quarter. Chris Wormley has a game as well. The whole game was so stale, and pretty much the Ravens should have put more points on. The Ravens should have put more points on than 10 points in the 1st quarter. We went to half at 10-3. This Patriot team is just running all day. That's all they're doing. The Ravens should have put more points on. They didn't. They didn't put any points on. They went 10-3. Had so many opportunities, and the defense started to play better in the second half, 4th quarter, and we came back to win. You know, people are saying Big Ben's done. He's not done yet. We had connected with Gentry. We connected with who else was there? DJ. You know, Harris had a big catch too, receiving. And the Patriots go 14-10. Now, wow. So it's going to come down to defense here. Yeah, fantastic game. And then the Ravens go down to tie. They didn't tie. And then John Harbaugh, Wang Harbs, as we call him from behind the steel curtain, Wang Harbs goes for it. And, you know, TJ gets in Lamar's face, puts him off center, throws the ball off center. And you could have had it could have been a 2-point conversion. We could have lost 21-20, but we win 2019. Honestly, and the crowd was going crazy. That would have been the game, Elijah, man, for your first game. And when you get there, like, dude, you have to choose a Raven game, I think. I think the Raven games are the best. Something about it, man. There's something about a Raven game at Heinz Field, eh? There's something about it. It's just the crowd was crazy. They sacked Lamar 7 times. 7 times. Crazy. All right, I'm going to have a bit of a break. I'm going to go to the old restroom. I'll be right back. Let me put up my Zach banner. Where's me Zach banner? Here we go. I'll be right back. We're going to have Herm in the top right corner. Herm Edwards, don't press send. And stream away. And we're back. Yo. I agree. We should have zeros wins because the Steelers. Wait. We should have 0 wins this season, but because of we are the Steelers, we don't give up. Teams have to blow. Yeah, I agree, dude. This is a whole new team. Like, this is a whole new team, and people are just so shitty about, we whatever. I went on a massive Mike Tomlin rant before. I might cut that up. My Mike Tomlin rant was pretty good. I went on that for about 5-10 minutes. It's pretty passionate, so I might cut that up and release that before. Anyways, we're 6-5-1, man. We're playing. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, I agree, dude. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with this team. Actually, there are things wrong with this team. It's the situation we're in. It's like, what more do you want? Young offensive line, very young, 2 rookies. Najee's a rookie. Fryermuth's a rookie. No Juju, no Alualu, no Tuitt. So many missing pieces. No Joe Hayden. So many. We are where we are. We are who they thought they were. Did you see the Mike Tomlin about? Did you see the Mike Tomlin? That was last week. Last week's last week. This week is this week, and next week will be next week. I loved it. Last week was last week. This week is this week. Next week will be next week. I loved it. So funny. Mike Tomlin. We're gonna miss him when he leaves. Last week was last week. Oh man. 3rd and 1 over the middle. Good catch. Stephon Diggs.
Just a nice job off of the play action pass. This sneak behind the second level defenders who creep up.
Oh man, and people dislike him. I think he's the best. He also got asked, Elijah, man. He got asked about what in the press conference. They said any chance that because the reporters are so scared of him. They're so scared of him. It's so funny. They're so fucking scared of him. They're like the reporters are like, "Hey, is Tuitt coming back this week?" And he's like, "No." Just a hardcore no. Like, just nah. He's nah. Excuse me, Mike Tomlin. Is Tuitt coming back this week? No. Next question. So good. He's just the best. Never say never. But never. Yeah. The quote was something like, last week was last week. This week will be this week. Into the future, next week will be next week. That's just the best. 2nd and 10, 50 yards out. That's a hold right there. Definitely a hold. Oh, you got away with one, Buffalo. That was a hold right there. You got away. And that's where you think this game is inconsistent because that was definitely a hold on the edge. The guard or the center held number 95. Also, there was a question too, Elijah, about Mike Tomlin. They asked him, "Will you let TJ not practice all week?" He's like, "No. The division of labor will be set as normal. TJ, we will end up doing what he normally does, and we would, like that." And then he's like, "Also, there will be no music." Like Tomlin has lost his team. He's got no one going on. He doesn't understand what's happening with Tomlin and this and this and this and this. No, Tomlin is a genius. He has his team. He's leadership of men. G'day, Brandy. G'day, Brandy. Be like Brandy. Hello, how are you? How are you feeling today? How are you feeling? You feeling okay? You all right? What's going on? You feeling good? Second and 7, 25 yards out. Oh, there's no time. Oh, boy. Check down Charlie to number 20, Moss. Flag. They're going to flag that. Horse collar. That was too easy. Brandy says she's feeling good with a good laugh and haha, my Steelers won. I know it does feel good, right? I do feel much better throughout the whole week. I don't know if you guys do this when you're in the States, but when I'm in Australia and when I was growing watching up the game, I always felt like when I wore my gear outside, my Steeler gear, you're like in the back of your mind at any given time, someone can say, "Hey, the Steelers are shit," and you're like, "Well, mate, I'm 6-5-1. What are you?" You know, I always felt you carry the record with you. You felt kind of like pumped up, kind of good. And we're getting there. That was a huge win. We talked over. I've been going for 2 hours, but we had a big win against the Ravens. That was probably one of the craziest games I've seen in a long, long time. As the Bills now, we kind of want New England to win so the AFC is easier to get into. Sorry, yeah, we want the Bills to lose so it's easier. So it's tough. But they've been running all day. They could be in 4-down territory as well. 6-5. No. No, I mean the record, dude. The record. Dude, if I was sick, I should be 6'5". I'm about 91 kilos. I need to go to the gym when I'm allowed to. December 15th, I can go back to the gym and I can go get back on the bike and start doing some weights again. And I'm not a big guy, but I do enjoy that kind of stuff. No, I'm 6'1", dude. I'm 6'1". I'm saying when you're the record, when you're like 6-5, or when the Steelers were 11-0, you feel good. You walk around town and you're like wearing your Steeler gear and you're just like, let's go. You know, no. When you're 6-5-1, you know, I'm not 6'5". 6'5" is that's like Zach Banner. Zach Banner's 6'5". Like he's 6'5". He's huge. No. It's just fun to when our Steelers win, you have that like aura around you the whole rest of the week. You feel good. And I do think with the Viking game coming up, I think we have a bit of confidence. I said last week on Behind the Steel Curtain, even on here too. Look out for Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson is starting to really pick it up. Deontay Johnson is really starting to scare some people. He should go into confidence in that game in Minnesota with such high confidence. And Big Ben also chewed out. I think Big Ben wasn't happy with his receivers in some points in the game, so he was chewing out. He was chewing out the receiving coach, Ike Hillard. Big Ben knows his team, and once he gets his receivers to be on the same wavelength, look out. Second and goal here, Buffalo Bills from 8 yards out. He fakes. Buffalo Bill. Oh, he got checked, but that's no. Oh, there's a sack. He got checked by his dude. I think it's a pretty good bet, isn't it, for a Steelers fan? They're about $2.40 in Australia. It's not a bad bet. I know I led you Australia the other week. Yeah, it's not a bad bet. But the confidence of this game, I was a bit nervous about, we're going to go to Minnesota. But the big win from Ravens should have every single person confident about in this team. From LeGlue being the new guy, from Adams, from Cameron Hayward, TJ Watt, Highsmith. You need to be confident because the win you just did was incredible. Third and goal over the middle, nowhere. They got to go for a field goal here, 14-13. Yeah, the confidence in this team to take on the Ravens, get a victory, you should be flying high. And so many players should be after it. Oh, they should have called a flag there, but they didn't. So I was scared of it. I was scared about this game too because I thought, going to Minnesota, they had Dalvin Cook. They had who's the other bloke? Thielen. Adam Thielen, I think his name is. Thielen. He's a good receiver. It's going to be pretty scary. But at the same time, I think we're starting to get on a bit of. If we win this game and we play competitive football, get Najee involved, Snell had a game, we start to get things moving. I'm kind of happy we play in 4 days, because he missed it. Oh, 14-10, he missed it. Sucked in, Bills. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that the Thursday Night Football is coming up because we can ride the high into another victory. And we're doing the stream today, and you guys are coming around. It's so much fun. We can do this in 3 days' time. We can do it again. So, yeah, appreciate everyone coming in, but I'm so keen to see what happens with this team. I really am. And, Brandy, you missed it too, but what I might do is I've got a segment. There's a part about an hour and a half ago, one of my mates, Brian Brown from YouTube, he asked me a question about Mike Tomlin, and I went on a bit of a rant, and I'm going to probably cut that up. I'm going to cut that up, and I'll share it on Facebook, and I'll share it on YouTube if you want to see that. It's about 5 to 10 minutes of me just yelling at people, me yelling at the Fire Tomlin crowd. I haven't got the energy to do it again, but I'll share it on the. I'm so glad too, Brandy. While you're there, because you're on the group and people who are on the Steeler Nation, it's just I'll type it in. Hang on, let me give you a link. Let me try that. See if I am technically sound. Let me do this. Yeah, here we go. Try this. So I'm trying to do things, but does that come up? Nah, probably not. Anyways, it's just Steeler Nation Australia. So you can copy this. Yeah, on YouTube. Anyways, what I was saying, Brandy, we want to hear your story, right? We want to hear what your story is. So in that group, you know where you got the Steeler Nation. So this is, I'll break it down how my mind works and how I do things. For me, Steeler Nation Australia with the Facebook page here, right? This Facebook page in the left-hand corner. Because I'm a controlling kind of guy. I'm like it's my way or the highway. That for me, that Facebook page is I will never share that ownership with anyone else. That's just for me. However, I've created the group as well, the Steeler Nation Australia group. I think you're a part of it. That is where you can do pretty much whatever you want to do. If you want to write articles, if you have a certain platform to write articles, Brandy, if you have a YouTube page that you want to get out, that you want to try and express yourself and express, your content, feel free to put on that to put that in the group. We want to hear your story. We want to hear how did you become a fan. You can write a post on the page. You can put up pictures. You can do your favorite Steeler. That group is for anyone to put out any content. But for me on the Steeler page, on the Facebook page, I'm controlling. I just like the way I do stuff. Yeah. I've been doing this for the last 3 months, and I love it. I love every single minute of it. So Steeler Nation Australia on Facebook, the page is what I put out, certain scores, contents, my opinion, that kind of stuff. And even if someone offered me $2-3 million, I still would want 100% ownership. I don't want to. I'm stubborn. I just like to have my own ownership of what I want to do. Yeah, what do you do? But the group is for anyone, any person who likes the page can go join the group. And if you have your favorite jersey, I want to hear your story. I want to hear your story, what it feels like to be a Steeler fan and having your boyfriend, maybe your husband as a Raven fan. I want to hear that shit. That shit intrigues me. It's so fun to hear. Hey, Angel, my New Englander. Nah, don't be pissed. No, because it's like 30. It's like minus 30 degrees. The whole game plan right now is just to run the football. I wouldn't be pissed at all. It's been a good game. You have 250 yards on the ground. Don't be pissed. It's working so far. Yeah, that makes sense. So, if you don't have to, but like the group is there to, put up a poll. Who's your favorite Steeler? There's quite a lot of there's a lot of Americans. There's a lot of people from Mexico. There's Australians. It's getting, as you know, Steeler Nation worldwide. It's getting quite crazy everywhere. We have over 200 members in the group. On the Steeler Nation Australia group, which is anyone can do anything. So much fun. But yeah, if you want to do sport, man, if you want to just do it. If you have spare time and it feels, the reason why I do this, why I like talking Steelers, it's because it gets it off my chest, you know? Oh, they're punted away here. It lets me get off my chest. And I just feel better getting everything out of my chest. Because in Australia, a lot of my friends don't overly care about the team. Some do. Some of my friends do, who chime in and ask me about it. But some of my other friends don't care. So it's better for me to find an outlet and for someone to receive the information and be like, hey, I care about them too. Let's talk football. I'd be the guy at the party that if I went to a party of yours, Brandy, if we started talking Steelers, you have to tap me on the shoulder and say, Mark, stop it. We're done. Stop talking football. Okay? I'll get the social cues, but you got to tap me on the shoulder and say, we're having dinner now. Can you stop? Can you stop talking about the Steelers? You know, I could talk all day. I really could. I love it. I love the history of it. Okay. They're running the ball great, but they're putting 9 in the line. No, I get that. But it's quite the game plan, what I see. Over the edge. Oh, out of bounds. Out of bounds. No, he caught that. Oh, no, he's out of bounds. Angel, he's out of bounds. 1. Oh, did he get that? I'd challenge it. Challenge.
Spins around there, able to make this grab. So I think Josh Allen now, they told him, listen, we're going to have to throw it.
They're not going to challenge that.
Into the wind. And so you decide which side you want to throw it into. I think he likes throwing it.
You reckon he's in bounds?
Because it's directly into the wind, which that's hard, but he's
okay.
You don't want to throw it across wind. That's impossible. Trying to set it up for
Ooh. You reckon he caught it? Oh, I don't know. So I would be talking football. I called my parents on video chat and said, Pittsburgh. I feel you. It's fun. It is so much fun. Yeah. I've been many times where I've been to like sporting events. I used to play this. It's in America. I still play it, but I want to get back at it. Maybe next year I can play it again. It's called pickleball. Have you ever played that? It's like mini tennis where you play like, a small court, pickleball. Anyways, I met a guy there. Ooh, big hit. I met a guy there that's was like a Charger fan or something. And we started talking. And I said to him, look, I just, at any time, because he said, oh, you know your stuff. Like he said to me, you know your football, you know your stuff. I said, yeah, mate. After about 15 minutes, I was like, anytime that you want to stop me, just stop me. Because I could talk forever. I could talk forever and ever and ever and ever. So, he didn't understand how much I knew. Yeah, they can do screens. They might do it if they get down by some points, but the defense is going okay. Oh, big pass. Big pass. The only thing, Angel, look, I know you're a New England fan, right? The only thing I would say, it's been working. Yes, they haven't got too many points, but they have 226 yards on the ground. So the ground game has been working. They've been getting 5.4 average. Yes, the last few plays they haven't thrown it. Mac Jones is 2 for 3 for 19 yards. It's obviously a game plan thing. It's not that it's so windy over there. I think it's like the gusts are about 30 to 40 miles per hour. It's quite high. That's about 70 kilometers an hour. So it's pretty windy. 2nd and 10. You don't know. Who knows what can happen? Oh, big run from Zach Moss. Well, that's not Moss. That's someone else. Singletary. Coming down to the wire, though, isn't it? Oh, the defense came up, missed the safety, missed the tackle, and he gets 10 yards for a play. Oh, that's not good for Matt Judon.
It's an impressive answer from the Bills. In a crunch moment, a big-time moment here, the last drive, going into the wind, no excuses if you're Sean McDermott. I don't care. Throw the ball, run the ball, whatever you got to do to get it down there. Our kicker missed on the last one. There's no thought now of kicking anything. They got to get this ball.
Where are we?
Down the field of back-to-back drives. It's impressive.
But yeah, Brandy, if you go on that Steel Nation Australia group, it's pretty fun, pretty light. There's some funny memes in there that my mate Petey Williams put in there. I think I have another request, but it's been done already. Yeah, it's pretty lighthearted. It's just that if you want to tell your Steelers story, there's quite a few people in there that will say hello. That will say hello, and you've got a lot of friends in Australia. Okay, whenever you come here, or you and your husband come here, or your partner, you've got a lot of friends. So yeah, it's fun. It's good fun, and it gives you a chance to let go of your Steelerness per se. If you make a podcast, I'll put it in there. Just put it. Do it. So fun.
That is correct.
Let's go. Judon is. I hope he's okay because he's a really good player. You joined. Yeah, it's fun in there. Browns still in the hunt. Yes, they are. We kind of need the Browns to beat the Ravens next week. We need the Browns to beat the Ravens. Come to Australia, hopefully in a few years when we allow stuff. We're acting like a bit like a prison right now. We're not letting anyone in. Political wise, just open Australia. You'll get there. When you get there, it's fun. We have lovely beaches. We have great people here. We have good times. We're pretty friendly. You'll get there. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. All right, back to the game. 2 minutes and 44 seconds to go. 2nd and 5. They're chasing down again. They missed a field goal, but they're going for the touchdown. 2nd and 5. Oh, he's going to run this. Oh, fake. Oh, first down. First down. Anyone says we need to stop while the game is over. Yeah, it could be. How many timeouts do you have? You need some defense. You need some bit of defense right now. 1st and 10, 15 yards out. Josh Allen under center. You need the Patriot defense to stand up. They run the ball with Zach Moss. Singletary. I can't pick who it is. It's so hard to see the numbers. Okay, you might go to the 2-minute warning here. A very low scoring game for the weather permitting.
Timeout. I think New England's trying to save as much time. Bill Belichick trying to save as much time as he can here before the 2-minute warning, anticipating if they do go in and score, leaving a little bit of time on the clock. It's been a tremendous drive by Buffalo, very similar to New England's drive at the end of the quarter, going in a similar direction against the wind here. And Josh Allen's going to have to make a play to get Buffalo on top. And now you're down into that area that's already been pointed out that New England.
So New England here, if they win, they're number one in the AFC. It's funny, Tom Brady leaves New England and we haven't played New England ever since. Why is that? Well, we won the division. This is quite interesting. Elijah, the Steelers won the division last year and the Bills won the division last year. So the number ones play each other. So this year, yeah, that's why the Bills played us, and that's why New England plays, I think, the Ravens or the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? Because we won. No, the Browns. Because we won the division, the number ones play each other. So we had, we had the Bills this year, which is probably an easier team, and everyone thought that the New England Patriots suck, and they were the third string. So whoever was last year, let's look. 2nd and 9, 15 yards out. They send 5. Goes to the corner. Diggs. How do I can't get the 2020 standings up. Hang on. 2020 Phil standings. So that's why a lot of times too we always played the Steelers play Patriots because they always finish first. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the time. So last year the Patriots finished third, and the Browns finished third, 11-5. So they played this year. If that makes sense. Yeah. But in years past, 3rd-9, flag. In years past, how many times did the New England Patriots win the division, and how many times did we win the division? So many. So we've always had that rivalry because when they go around to play the AFC North versus East, or if there's a game where you play the one-off kind of the stronger the seed, sometimes too. I think there's another clause. It's like AFC North versus AFC East or versus AFC South. They play, right? That rotates. Also, there's another clause of if you're the first, you play the first seed. If you're not versing the East that year, yeah, it's no matter what. If we came first and they came first, there's a high chance that we're going to play each other in 3 out of 4 years. Probably 2 out of 4 years every time. 3rd and 4, big down. Big down, a bit of pressure. Oh, too much pressure for Allen. Let's go him. They can't get to him. He throws over the middle and locked down. Wow. That should have been a sack. Hey. 4th and 14. They had him dead to rights.
Adrian Phillips has made 2 unbelievable plays in this game.
Gets out of this first sack, and then he puts his hands on him, misses him, and in too much time in the pocket, works back and puts it down. Oh, easy. Yeah, he should have had him. Yeah, but I think Elijah, man, that because we were winning for coming first, or sometimes if you come second, yeah, you play that opposite guy. So that's why we had the rivalry now. I don't know. Who do you think? Who do you think is going to be the Steelers' AFC rival that's not in the AFC North? I can't really think who it would be. Maybe the Bills. I don't know. There's no real standout. To me, it might be the Chargers, actually. It could be the Chargers. If we come second every year, or if the Chargers come second every year, it could be Steelers versus Chargers a lot. That to me sings out and says, yeah, that's going to be the team. It's Steelers versus Chargers. So that's going to be quite interesting too. Don't know. Yes, they did. Did you see that game? Jared Goff, 4th and I think 5 to go. Was he down by 6 points on the fourth and 6, and he was threw a touchdown for a win. That's good. It's good for the league. It's good for the league to get back at it. It's good for the league to it's good for the league to have some teams be competitive. We will verse the Steelers versus Vikings coming up on Friday, so that'll be fun. I can't wait to have more beers and stream again. It's going to be great. But yeah, if you guys like the content, please like the sub. Please hit the like button or the sub or dislike. It helps me out. If you don't like the content, let me know, so I can always do better. But if you like the content about me talking football, press subscribe on the Steeler Nation Australia. And yeah, I'm here all the time. I'm pretty much here until I have no idea what to do when the season's over. I'm gonna get Elijah to do a monologue every week. Elijah, I'm gonna hire you every week to do a rundown, to do a weekly NFL off-season rundown. I'll sling you a carton of beer every month if you want to do a video for me. If you want to help me out and do a video for me every in the off-season, I'll send you $37.99. You can go buy will that buy a case of EB, or you can help me out in the off season. I've no idea what to do in the off season. I have no idea. I'll sling you some money for a VB case or a carton of Tuies or whatever beer you like, and as long as you promise me one video a week for 25 minutes. long as you promise me a video for 25 minutes a week. The Elijah update, the what's going on news for the NFL. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want for me. I'm just saying, as long as you can, provide me some Australian content, talking the off season, the page will keep rolling, right? But I probably can't pay you in money, but I can send you some, go to your local liquor land or your local bottle shop, and you'll have a credit there. I'll ring them up wherever you live. I'll ring a credit up for you, and all you got to do is walk in and they go, "Oh yeah, is this for Steel Nation Australia?" And you're like, "Yeah, man, I'm a worker. Check out my videos." And then you show them your video, the Elijah experience, talking about the Steel. See, Brandy likes it. We got to keep this. Very New South Wales of you to offer me a Victorian beer. I don't know, dude. It's the first beer that came to my head. I don't know. Okay. Oh, g'day, M1. What's going on, mate? Okay. Elijah lives in Queensland. I live in New South Wales. We have a built-in rivalry like the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Ravens in state of origin. And I've just offered him a Victorian beer that tastes like... Wow. We'll be back. 4th and 14, 20 yards out. The game's on the line for the Buffalo Bills here. Will they run a play? 4th and 14. No, they won't. They're going to fake. 7 seconds. They run the play, and they send their house and over the middle, and pick no! Oh, my. Sucked in, Bills, you losers. What a play by the New England Patriots. Holy dooly. They send their house and the safety goes back. This is a great play if you love defense. Only 3-4 men in coverage. Oh, that was going no one to nowhere. He could have picked that off. Almost intercepted exactly, yeah. So I live in New South Wales. Elijah lived in Queensland. We have a built-in rivalry, even though we're good mates, but that's the rivalry. So I've offered him a Victorian beer, and it tastes like his comment. It doesn't taste very good. It tastes pretty bad. Patriots should run this game out. 1 time out left. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea who he's throwing to. I have no idea. He had a lot of pressure. Yeah, had a lot of pressure. See, Angel, I told you it was cool. The game plan was to run the football and play defense. That's exactly what you did. I know you were sweating a little bit. I know you were sweating, like we were yesterday. But yeah, that was the game plan today. And a lot of people had the New England Patriots losing this game. I had them winning. I had them winning this game. I always thought the Patriots were going to win. They're a good side. Great defense. Excuse me. 2nd and 8. Got to run the football. But yeah, Elijah, man, we'll figure it out, mate. Honestly, I've only ever had it a few times, eh? I've had it maybe 5 times at the pub. I've had it 5 times at the pub. I haven't had it too many times. It's my mates who bought it for me when they didn't know what to get. N1 from YouTube. G'day, mate. Where do you rate Mac Jones' QB? That's quite an interesting question. I don't know how to rate him per se on okay, I'll give you my fan perspective. I don't know how to rate him on say he's the best quarterback. He's doing this. He's doing X's and O's. But what he's doing right now is he's winning. He's 9-4, and everyone counted him out. Today, the game plan was to run the football. That was the game plan, right? And he passed it 3 times. So that was the game plan. So he built into that. Mac Jones today was 2 for 3 for 19 yards, and they ran the football 44 times, and they're going to come away with a victory. he's buying into what that Patriot way is. So, I'll ask the I have no idea. I'll ask the question back to you, N1. Injury. What better way to be a quarterback to go 9-4 this season, and then next year you can build on a lot of things. Also, Angel here she's the New England fan. She knows a lot more than I do. But you have Kendrick Bourne. You have some of the receivers, Jonnu Smith, those kind of guys, right? And he checks down to Brandon Bolden and Nelson Aguilar. You have some good receivers, right? And a good defense. This defense is incredible. This defense, if we go for the defense, I'm turning into a New England Patriot fan. Yeah, Dante Hightower is amazing. Lawrence Guy's in there too. Matthew Judon got hurt, got a sack. Devin McCourty, JC Jackson are incredible safeties and cornerbacks. Kyle Van Noy came back from the Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? Christian Barmore was a rookie too. So Mac Jones has a... Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly. I agree with you, Elijah. He's got the winning culture around him, and everyone does their job. And what better way for if you want to be successful in this league, going to the Patriots with how Bill Belichick runs things, that's the best way, because it's going to put you in check. It's going to say, hey, Mac Jones, you're not important. You're not the focal of this offense. Our defense is the focal. Our running game is. We need you to make key plays at key certain times. You know what I'm saying? I wish him all the luck, because I like seeing these guys do well, because everyone else shits on them in the draft, and they say Trevor Lawrence is better. They say, who's the other guy? Zach Wilson, and there's another Fields, and there's another guy too. Trey Lance, is that guy? They say he's better. But Mac Jones was picked up, I think, 16th or 17th. And mate, wish him luck. He's going to keep growing. He'll keep growing and getting better and better and better. And what a fantastic year for a rookie to go 9-4. Brandy has a big comment here. Exactly. Steelers need to realize if they went 11-0 last year, we can run it. Yes, we can. Stay focused, motivate. Exactly. Practice. Yeah, and Elijah, you say it best. When the Steelers beat the Ravens versus standard, the equivalent in New England, and to probably a better degree, is do your job in New England. What better way for a young quarterback to go into the system of New England and say, hey, I'm just the guy. I'm here to help the team win. What do I need to do, coach? Imagine being 22 years old and your coach is Bill Belichick. It would scare the living daylights out of you. It would scare you. Scare the living daylights out of you. And like I said before, the some players go to players have said in the past, you don't go to New England to have fun. You go to New England to win championships. And at this very moment, they could very well be the best team in the AFC. Okay, they've beat the Bills now. They beat the Browns 45-7. They've done some few things. You know what I'm saying? That's a game. That's game ball. What a game! And if the Steelers play the Patriots tomorrow, we probably lose. We probably lose. And one says, and the Patriots are a scary team to play in the playoffs. They can be scary if you play them at home. They're just so well coached, aren't they? And a lot of fans were saying, "Oh, New England's going to suck without Brady," and they had a down year last year. Was it last year that you had Cameron Newton, I think, and you had to get a quarterback? You've now got some pieces on defense. You have your leader, and I think as well. I think a lot of Patriot fans don't want. Angel, you might be able to help me out here. I think a lot of Patriot fans don't want to be known as the team to beat. I think you want to fly under the radar. yeah, from things I do see, I've trucked no, exactly. There's no cut attitude. It's like, did you catch the ball? No, then get out of the way. Yeah, they're a very scary team because I think they're playing with a fire and passion in their heart, and they've got some good quality, man. JC Jackson is fucking amazing. JC Jackson has like 10 interceptions. They're playing, yeah. They've won 5 away. They're playing some solid football. 14-10 over the Buffalo Bills. Nothing but business sense, Elijah. Scary team. They're a very scary team if they have a home division. Like I said, I'll tell you, I picked them to win the division. I did. I'm not lying to you. I picked them to win the division in June just because Bill Belichick doesn't like to lose, and he won't want to lose two divisions in a row. Angel says Jackson has 11 interceptions and Judon has 13 sacks. Exactly. Judon is playing crazy, a bit like how TJ's playing crazy. Everyone's buying in. You have physical football players in that organization. Yeah, you're going, like I would say, you're going under the radar, but for a good reason. You know, they're saying that the Titans, Chiefs, and Titans are better. You know, enjoy it. I would love to enjoy hopefully in the next few years we can enjoy the ride of a new rookie quarterback. What better way to have Mac Jones in there? Not saying he's going to be the best, standout player or the future Patriot, or don't compare him to Tom Brady. But enjoy the ride. You're 9-4. Enjoy the ride. It's great. Okay, guys. Any other questions? I'm going to start to wrap it up. Gonna wrap it up. Yeah, we'll start to wrap it up soon. Let me do this. Yeah, got half a beer left. Any more questions? I'm gonna chill. Big game. We've got a big game coming up Friday. Can't wait to do that. You're gonna start a random fight with some random guy at work. He's be like, "What the bloody? Why'd you hit me?" You ever seen that Simpsons episode where Homer just walks in and like punches Lenny? You're gonna go up to a guy like Lenny who's drinking his coffee, and you're just like, I'm gonna punch Lenny in the face. Bang. Where are we? We beat the Titans last week. No one is going to be better than Brady. Not a Brady fan. Yeah, I'm not a Brady fan either. I just don't like. He just wins too much. He wins way too much. There's so many fans that Raven fans at work. Yeah, man. Oh, another question. N1, what are you doing to me? Another question. Who's going to be better? That's a hard question. Can I say I don't know? What do you reckon? Can I say I don't know? Who do you think is going to be better? Imagine sleeping next to a Raven. Well, they're probably, cherishing the one Super Bowl win they have. You reckon Herbert? Oh, I keep forgetting. Yeah, Charger. That's right. It's a hard question, though. It really is. Because who's going to be better at Herbert or Burrow? Burrow's good, man. Burrow's really good. I'm scared. The Bengals, they've won 3 in a row versus us. They've got us on the edge. Very talented quarterback, very sound-minded, very, can pretty much do every throw. Yeah, it's good, but you know what? For the game, though, for the game to get better and talk about, what better? 2 young fellas coming into this league having a go. You know what I'm saying? Angel thinks it's TJ, Judon, and Garrett to win Defensive Player of the Year. We're biased. We think TJ. We think TJ's going to win it. We hope he wins it this year. Also, you've got that guy. Who's that guy in the Cowboy land? The guy who does all the picks. Who's the guy? I can't remember his name. Diggs? Is it Diggs? Trevavion. Oh, what's his name? Trayvon Diggs. He's got about 10 interceptions, but they don't normally give it to a cornerback who gets receptions. you have to do some crazy things. It's going to be to a defensive lineman, outside linebacker. Garrett, I don't think Garrett would do it. It could be, you know, TJ or Judon. We think, a lot of Steelers fans think TJ has it, to be honest. He has 16 sacks in this season. He also has he's going to beat the James Harrison record. He could get almost 20 sacks in 2 games. He gets fumbles. We think Garrett has the sacks, right, but he hasn't got the fumbles. He hasn't got the pass deflections. All he has is the sacks. He hasn't got anything else to it. TJ Watt has let me see I got the photo that I put up. TJ Watt has more stats. Better stats than Myles Garrett. And I've got it right here, so hang around for 1 minute. Games played. TJ's played 10. 16 sacks, 16 tackles for loss, 4 forced fumbles, and 47 tackles. Whereas Garrett's played 12 games. 14 sacks, 15 for a loss, 0 forced fumbles, and less tackles. And TJ Watt also has better pass deflections too. He has much better. He has much better pass deflections than Garrett. I think Garrett will slow down. I don't think he'll get. I think TJ's got this, to be honest. His work production is incredible. Not saying that Judon's not bad, right? I'm just saying I think TJ deserves it this year. His body of work, he deserves it. He got robbed last year from Aaron Donald. He got robbed the previous year from the cornerback. Yeah. Brandy Herbert is my legit in my book. He played good. He has a good team around him. Yeah, that's fair. You don't like Barra, that's fair. He's saying if the Steelers don't win, you can always go. That's one of the powers that women have over men. If you ever get into an argument, you can just nail the man in the nuts, and we will be very quiet. You can even grab us by the cucumber, you know, and we'll shut up real fast. We would submit like within a heartbeat. It's one of the things that is near and dear to our hearts. You know, me and Elijah have played sport. We've played cricket. We've played soccer. As soon as you get hit down that region, it's like 1 or 2 seconds, and it's like, I'm all right. I'm fine. And you're in pain. You know, it's the worst feeling. I've been hit there with a tennis ball. I think I was in like about 18, 19. My coach served it at me and straight to the Jats crackers, and it was hard. It was just, I felt like it went up my throat. It was yeah. So if you ever want to win an argument, just threaten that area. Say if you don't say that the Steelers are the best team in history, you'd be looking out. You're looking out at nighttime. Yeah, another scary thing as well. When Nazi jumps, you're like, come on, man. Like, protect your unit. Protect the life force. All right, enough talking about that. But it's crazy. Just anytime you want to make a guy submit, don't take away his PS4. Don't take away his car. Just say, if you don't sharpen up, bam! And everyone says always, yeah, you need to have something ready. You need to be ready. All right, guys, let's get out of there. Thank you, everyone, coming in. Been 3 hours. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you, Elijah, N1, Angel. Thank you. Good luck to Angel. That was great victory by the New England Patriots. Yeah, guys, I'll see you guys Friday. Let's have fun Friday. Thursday night football, Steelers versus Vikings. Let's get around it. Let's get on it. Let's have a good time. All right, guys. No video. Let's just go. See you guys later. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.